Rounds, now my click on pop. Gushing, keep it bustin' for my crew. I got this shit I lock. This one's for the nice, I ain't super beat. Walk on beat, push and leave a message when you hear the beat. Click on pop. Leave a beat. Push and leave a message when you hear the beat. Click on pop. Crew, I got this shit I lock. Leave a beat. Rounds, now I click on pop. Gushing, keep it bustin' for my crew. I got this shit I lock. This one's for the nice, I ain't super beat. Walk on beat, push and leave a message when you hear the beat. Push and leave a message when you hear the beat. Click on pop. Crew, I got this shit I lock. Nothing else bang harder as the funk does.
Okay. Can you guys hear me? Okay. All right, here I am. All righty. How's everybody doing?
Is this fandangle thing on?
Okay. I'm gonna
What?
mute you for
Why?
just a
How
moment.
you? There's too many buttons.
I'm gonna mute you for just a moment. Just a moment, sir. Thank you. Okay, guys. So what we have here today is someone who has previously bought Dolly soap. Now, it's been a little while, but apparently he's had some bad reactions to it. And since the last stream that Angela and I had about Dolly and talking about, you know, how he was already busted out for it, and all of a sudden now he's making his own soap. But was he really making his own soap, or was he buying it? That was actually the question. Now, it claims he has been making his own soap this whole entire time, right? Okay. Now, let's just say, for instance, he was making his own soap, right? Would anybody still use it, though? That's the question. I wouldn't. K-Mash soap with noodles. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Mama. Okay. So, this guy, John Foghorn, contacted me on Twitter. Apparently, he bought some of Dolly's soap, and it turned out he had a really bad reaction to it. And I saw a photo of what it did to him. His face is just really bad. So he asked me if I would interview him and let him know, just for him to let everybody know what it's done and what it can do. Now, Mint Mama, can you put a trigger warning in the comments, please? I would appreciate it, babe. So we're just going to get started in just a minute. Let me say hi to the chat real quick. Say hi to my Mitten Mama. Hey, Mitten Mama, how's your dog doing? Is your doggy okay? Angelo, what are you doing in here? Stalking my chat. Hey, Susan. I know I was a little bit late, Susan. Sorry. I had to get, John here situated. He talks a little too much. What's up, Smalls? What are you doing? How'd you feel? How'd you like getting trolled last night in Mrs. Chat? I gotcha. Hey, Stifler's mom, how are ya? Hey, Audacity. Hey, Clancy. Okay, let's see. Hey, Catherine. How are you, sweetheart? Bad things happen when you watch some of these YouTubers. I watched a couple of Laura's streams and turned into dud. Oh, Audacity. I just love your sense of humor. Hey, Grandma Sherry, how are you? Hey, Arctic Kimberwolf, how are you, sweetie? Oh my gosh. I swear the chat on the YouTube side is still glitchy. I can't get rid of it. I wish YouTube would get their shit together. Yes. Trigger warning, insensitive pictures. Hey, TT, how are you, sweetie? It's about time. I wonder where you've been. I know where you've been. Mm-hmm. I know where I've been looking for you. So, are you guys ready for this? Just be very careful about, when you buy soap. But overall, if you look in the description, you'll see what this is all about. So, here we go. John, are you ready?
You promise they're not gonna make fun of me.
Okay, chat. Do you promise not to make fun of him? Hey, K-Mash. It's in the description. It says do not harass, stalk, or disrespect anyone. So,
Oh,
or they'll be blocked.
okay.
Okay.
Okay. You gotta keep in mind, I'm only 24 years old, but I don't look it anymore.
Okay, guys. This is John.
Boy.
Now, can you tell me what prompted you to buy Dolly's soap?
It was on sale.
Okay. It was on sale. But it still doesn't answer the question. What was it about his soap that made you want to buy it? There's other YouTubers that sell soap. Why just him?
I don't know. A misclick, maybe. It was a bad idea. That's all I know. A youthful 24-year-old appearance. I look like I'm 90.
Okay. Can you tell me what experience you started having with it when you got it? How long it took?
Well, I was washing myself in the shower, and it kind of felt like my butthole just smoked a Newport. I actually saw a little bit of puff of smoke come out. I was like, I don't have gas. What's going on? And I was like, uh-oh. Then my skin started getting really red, and my face started drooping. I thought for a second I was having a stroke. And it, I didn't pass out. I just stood there looking. And I called the number on the website, and it's some guy. Sounded like he was a Smurf or something. He's like, no refunds. I don't know what to do. I was in the ER for 5 days. I got a $20,000 medical bill. And you know what it came down to? The lie that's in the soap is a lie. 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 Bad soap.
Well, I'm sorry that happened to you. maybe next time you didn't it say on there that didn't have any sort of what is it like what it didn't have anything that says this soap may cause allergic reactions,
No,
burns.
nothing like that. It said
It didn't have any of that.
homemade soap. It said homemade soap made in a clean hull, a clean area, clean environment, no contaminants whatsoever. I literally found a Band-Aid inside my bar. I thought, oh wait, maybe this is one of those special soaps where there's a prize in the center. You know what the prize was? This right here. This fucking look right here. This was the prize. This not a prize. I don't know what to do.
Well, it had to say something, the things that was used in it. It had to say
natural
that.
homeopathic ingredients. Natural homeopathic ingredients, right? Natural. All natural, it said. All
Okay, I've
natural.
never heard of natural ingredients doing stuff like that to a person.
Yeah, you're telling me. You're telling me. They took a blood sample. My blood was purple. How the hell does that happen?
Hey, Gobby. Okay,
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
going to go into anything personal of any of the sort about your records. That's not what this is about. What kind of treatment did they give you for all this? Anything?
The first thing they said was immediately stop using the soap. They prescribed me
Hey, Kathy.
some witch hazel and said that if I rub egg yolk on my face, it may toten and firm my skin up again. So that's why I'm gonna start doing. I tell you,
Well,
it really hurts when I pee. I don't know why.
Stifler's mom has a question for you. It
Okay.
was the free baggie that you got to put the soap in to exfoliate your skin, wasn't it? He had a special where he gave a free baggie with your order.
Uh-huh.
Did he give you any baggie with exfoliated soap?
No. And there was a familiar smell in the bag that it came in. It smelled a lot like weed. You know, like that skunk smell. I should have known there was something wrong with it then. I was like, I'm gonna wash myself and come out smelling like a skunk. I got the orange tangerine. Is this real? Does this look real? I mean, come on.
Okay. Now, did you contact the owner of the soap that you bought it from? Did he tell you that this was
I contacted
impossible, that this was no way that his soap would ever do this to a person? Was there anybody else that you heard
whoever
this
owns
from?
the company. They blocked me on the email. They blocked me on the PayPal. I can't send any more messages. I know he has a tube channel thing. I'm waiting for the phone number to pop up so I can call and confront him live. You press me?
Did anybody else contact you about them experiencing this same situation at
No,
all?
no, no. I've been putting the word out not to buy Dolly Vision soap. Don't buy it. It's hard. It's horrible. Horrible stuff. Oh my god, it's so bad. Look, it turned my hair gray. I have brown hair. How? It took the color out of my hair.
Well, in all fairness, you're not really supposed to put soap in your hair, though. But that's just me. That's just me. But it might have been the chemicals that got into your skin and got into your pores that might have caused it. You think that could have been it?
I don't know.
What kind of health problems are you experiencing during all this?
Pee is red, pink red. I haven't pooped in like 3 weeks. That's not normal. I sleep with my eyes open now, which is weird. And I can hear color, which is even weirder.
Well, I am sorry that this has happened to you. All I can say is don't buy any soap online or anything online anymore. I mean, that's all I can say. But in all fairness, did they say how long it's going to take for you to recover, or is this permanent?
They said it could be like a 1 month to a year. They don't know. They've never seen it before.
No, I've never seen it before.
Hold on, my doctor's calling. I gotta go. My doctor's calling.
Okay. Alrighty. Give me just 1 second, guys. Now, let me tell you something. Grandma Sherry, trust me. I was trying to hold it in. I was trying to hold it in as much as I can. I sure hope he will be back so he can answer some questions. But let me get to some of these questions here in the chat. Hey, Care Bear. I'm testifying the doodle. Dolly soap has no ingredient label on them. I can confirm this. I bought some Dolly soap to see if he made it or not. I sent several creators pictures. No way he made it. Yeah, I know. I believe that. Oh, hold on a second. Oh.
Who the hell was that?
Someone who bought Dolly soap. I guess he's not going to come back. I was hoping he's going to come back and answer some questions that the chat may have for him.
Jeez. You might have to get that guy for a second time. I don't know. That was insane.
I might, because I know, like, Kathy P's got a few questions for him. Susan, poop shoot cleaning coming soon. Oh my God. Band-Aid. You didn't use it on your or did you do it? Arctic Ember Wolf? Oh my God. I'm fucking dead.
That was crazy.
No shit. I didn't know soap would do that to you, person.
He said he was 24. The dude looked like a way older than that.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, like I said, I hope he comes back because I know, like I said, they got some I know they got some questions. They love. You guys would like to ask him some questions, right? Because I don't know. I'm like completely speechless and dumbfounded.
Same.
I should have asked some more serious questions. I just didn't know what to ask them. I don't know. Maybe I should have someone in the chat come up here and ask him a couple of questions. I don't know. Should open the panel.
Open panel. What was his name?
John Foghorn?
John Foghorn.
When you want the extra medical emergency, try noodle soap.
Noodle soap.
Everybody's so stuck on that noodle thing.
Yeah. Dolly Vision soap. We clean you so deep you bleed for weeks.
Has Dolly been putting his noodle in the soap? Oh my god, audacity. Oh goodness. Company unexpected. Be right back. Earth is so seriously interviewing. I wouldn't be able to hold it together. Grandma Sherry, I was trying so hard to hold it together, but girl, girl, it was hard. Trust me, I was trying so hard to.
He did use it on private area. His butt felt like it smoked in Newport.
Right?
What?
That's where I almost lost it. Andrea, no, this is Andrea. This is in the. You'll find it in the description.
That's insane.
I'm kidding. I need to sit on a puppy pad or something. Adam's soap smells great and made my skin soft. Yep, that's what I hear. Let's see.
What is he using now? He's using apothecary. Oh, the soap guy soap. There's a person called the soap guy. It's cheaper than bulk, but can't buy it one bar at a time. But you can get packages of single bars and groups of scents cheap. Interesting.
But from Adams, the only downside is shopping is $15 due to being sent FedEx, so you have to spend enough to make it worth the shopping.
So you have to buy like $500 worth of shit.
Mama says, lesson learned. Quality so means better quantity. You get what you paid for. What colors sound like? Also, can you taste colors by chance? See, they got some questions. I hope he does come back.
Oh, I'm sure he'll come back another time.
Still
Gotta keep them wanting more, I guess.
I got a few questions. Kathy wants some. He did use it on his private areas, but I'm so gone with this. Oh my gosh, my face is hurting. Smalls.
That's winning. That's a winning comment.
Which one? Oh, this one?
The butthole smelled like smoke.
That is the winning comment.
Love that.
I have no idea. But yes, I will put it in the chat. He may come back for questions. I don't know if it'll be today, but let me see. I'll go send him a message on Twitter real quick. Because that was actually quite fast that he just hopped right off. But I'm hoping that he's okay, though.
Well, he said his doctor was calling him.
I know. That's why I'm going to go message him on Twitter. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to go message him on Twitter and see if he's going to come back. I just hope he didn't feel like, people were making fun of him. Because that's what it says on the bottom of the screen.
It seemed like people were being pretty nice.
Yeah, because it says right there on the bottom of the screen, do not harass, do not dox, or disrespect, or you'll be blocked. Okay. All right. I sent him a message, and I also left you a message in the back. Okay, guys. Let's see. What else? Let's see. They got questions. Aw. Hey, Crimes. Oh, it's my co-host, Angelo.
Yeah.
Yes, my co-host Angelo. We're just waiting to see if my guest is going to come back. I don't know how much longer Angelo is going to be up here for.
He typed in the back room.
Oh, I guess he is back. All right. Well, are you going to stay up here or are you going to go in the chat, Angelo?
Oh, I got a question.
Oh, Lord, I'm afraid to even ask what kind of questions you got. All right, guys. I guess he is back. He's in the back chat. He's just gathering himself. He is a little bit nervous, but you got to understand. So if you guys have a question, type in the chat the letter Q and then type in your question. Okay? How you doing, Crimes and Fashion? Have you hit 1K yet? Let me go look. Where are you? Oh, girl. Girl. You hit 1K, baby. I am so proud of you. Okay, just I assume that D-Bag Dolly doesn't have the proper license or sanitary checks to be selling hygiene products. Yeah. Oh, Smalls. Where are you at, Smalls? Yes, Crimes. I am so proud. I'm so happy for you, sweetheart. Okay. Oh, here we go, guys. Now, if you guys have questions, you may start asking them now. Like I said, writing in your comment, put the letter Q so I know that's your question. And here we go. He's back. And also, go do me a favor, guys. Go sub up to my man Smalls. Because he don't like Dolly either. All right, here we go. Let me put my banner up. Now, see, I'm a little off my rock today because I let Angelo up and I didn't even put my overlay up. How dare me? Alrighty, here we go. Oh, the questions are coming in. Okay. Hey, Forgotten Whispers. You're welcome, Smalls. All right, here we go. Everything okay, John?
Yeah, the doctor says it's getting better.
That's good. That's good to hear. Are you in any way up for any questions from the chat?
I suppose. Hold on. Where do we go? All right, what you got?
Okay. Let's see. Who's got the first question? This one's from Kathy Peace. Let's talk about everything. Is there a refund or return policies?
I don't see any way to return anything. And the last email I got before you blocked me was no refunds.
No refunds. Okay. Let's see. Who else? This one's from K-Mash. What do colors sound like? Do they have any certain tastes?
I don't know. I
Excuse
wasn't
me.
sitting there eating it.
Okay. That's better. All right. Another question from Kathy P. Are you suing?
What was the question again?
Are you suing?
I have no idea.
Okay. All right. From Kathy P. Have you gotten any treatments?
Well, other than the 3 days and the constant blood work every day, that's about it.
Okay. Angelo, you and your ringtone.
Day one.
What scent gave you the first set of problems? This one's from K-Mash.
Eucalyptus.
Eucalyptus?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. Let's see. Okay, this one's from Smalls. What made you buy a bar of soap from someone who looks so dirty?
I honestly thought that was part of the advertisement.
Forgotten Whispers. This is John Foghorn. He bought some Dolly soap and he had a very bad allergic reaction to it, and it caused some serious how can I say this? Deformity to his face, and it caused a lot of problems that he's going to have for a while and some internal problems. Oh, let me give you a wrench back. There you go, Forgotten Whispers. So that's why he looks the way he is. He's 24 years old, and he contacted me about this. So that's why we're here today.
I'll be 25 this year.
Yeah. So if you got any questions for him, you are more than welcome to ask him. Hold on, let me see. As a businesswoman, in the interests of good SVC and PR, I always did whatever it took to make the cuss happy. Most times I was not even at fault. He's a douche. I agree. Crimes, I agree, honey. Okay.
I have a question. So
okay.
you bought the soap You had a reaction. You went to hospital, and now, when you asked for a refund, he said nothing and then blocked you. That's correct.
Oh wow, that's
So,
it.
do you like plan on suing him or something?
Well, that question was asked, and he said he didn't really know.
I haven't decided what to do yet.
Well, Kim Ash wants to know: did you have any noodles in your soup? Oh, I'm sorry, in your soap.
I
Sorry.
didn't see no noodles, but when I had the reaction, I brought the soap into the doctor. They broke it open, and inside was a Band-Aid with a fingernail attached to it. It was weird.
Oh, gross. Oh, that's disgusting. Uh, hey, Bell Bell. How are you, sweetheart? Uh, all right, this one's from Smalls. What kind of health problems are you facing?
Oh, well, my brown hair is silver gray. My flawless skin now has more wrinkles than the Grand Canyon. It hurts when I pee, and I can't shit. Should I say poop? I don't know.
This one is from Susan Georgia Peach. Has he contacted Roto-Rooter?
What do I got to connect them for? There's nothing wrong with my toilet. It's my poop chute. It's not clogged. There's just nothing there to push out. It's evaporating. Wait a minute. Are you saying that your ass no longer produces shit? Did I stutter? There is absolutely no feces in my bumhole. Alrighty then.
Okay. All right. It's okay, John. It's okay. He's just asking a question.
Well, I mean, he's kind of rude. What the hell? Who is that guy?
Angelo, he's my co-host. He's just asking because
I'm just being me. What the hell? First it was the lady the other day, now this guy. Good Lord. You need to learn to be more respectful.
okay. Audacity asks, had the ingredients been listed, could this have been avoided?
I mean, I do have allergies to certain uh, elements of the world. So, I mean, if there's something soap I might be allergic to, that I don't know. It says eucalyptus.
Okay. Smalls asks, what would be your reason not to sue?
I think I'm gonna sue, but I think I need to get healthy first. It goes through the process to track everything. What's gonna cost me to get back to normal?
Okay.
See,
That's
now
fair enough.
that makes sense. That makes sense because there may be more issues with this guy. So if you're going to sue, you're going to sue for everything.
He is correct on that one. Because you got medical bills mounting up, you got internal problems, and you're disfigured.
They said this figure was temporary. It's just a reaction. The skin is trying to pull away from the soap.
Okay. Well, then it's still, in my opinion, a winnable case because of what it's done to you. So there should be no reason not to pursue it.
Earth, as I'm sitting here listening to John, I just wrote a song that I think is fitting.
Really?
Do you mind if I sing it?
Are you okay with that, John?
John?
Would that be okay?
Well, I suppose. You're not going to miss my game.
John, you cut out.
No, nothing like that.
Okay. All right.
I'm not
Just
going to
one second. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, Earth. Go ahead.
Just one second, Forgotten Whispers. I'll get to your question.
You want me to do the song or you want to do the question?
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and do the song. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let's see here. Okay. Everybody put your hands together. I walk by, so I'm
Can you guys still hear us? I wonder what happened.
sorry about that. All right, here we go.
What the hell happened?
I got it.
Oh, okay.
All right, we're live? We good? All right. I walk by, so really sad. I watch myself, cause I so bad. I found your side, darling, so now it hurts to be my ache. It burns my peak for goodness sake. Oh, I so regret my knowledge. So it stings, yo, it burns, yo. It even hurts when I share a bowl. Ain't no skin reports. It even burns Please don't think that I'm a fake. Dolly will put you in the thing. Lost my hair, lost my skin, and bloody ooh. Don't ever buy television so.
That was awesome.
That
Which
sounded a lot like it was about me.
It's not about you. It was about him.
Well, I don't know. All those words did everything I just said, minus the anal ones.
It's not about you. I promise.
Yeah, wasn't about you, but it was just I took some of the things you said, but mostly I just ad libbed. Oh, okay.
He's just trying to make you feel better because I know that you're having it rough and you've got a long road ahead of you. And he's just trying to make it a little bit better for you. So, like, if you watch this replay and you hear this song, it might make you laugh.
Well, okay.
Just hearing the song. Just hearing the song, it might make you laugh.
All right.
Are you up for a couple more questions?
I suppose.
Well, Forgotten Whispers wants to know, how are your lungs from breathing in the soap fumes while showering?
They did X-ray of my chest, and my lungs still look good. It just seems to be the skin area and the lack of poop.
Okay. Smalls, I don't know if that's really a question. It's more like a statement. It sounds to me like you got VD from DV.
VD, what's that? Is that venereal disease?
Yeah.
I don't know. It hurts when I pee. I can't poop. My skin's pulling away from my bones. My hair's a different color. My voice is cracky. I gotta wear shit around my neck because my neck is freaking swollen.
Yeah, you guys saw that already. When he was on camera, he's got to wear that around his neck. Trust me, I'm not going to show the picture because it is pretty bad. Poop particles are evaporating in the air. That's absolutely toxic for our planet. I agree, Stifler's mom. Crimes, you're always in the chats dropping some knowledge, honey. How often do I tell you I love you?
Wait, Small says Kim Jong Un doesn't poop either. How the hell do you even know that? That's scary.
Yeah, I want to know, Smalls. How the hell do you know that? Small, I swear to God. I swear. I don't know what I'm going to do with you. Forgotten Whispers wants to know, John, did the soap fuse your bumhole? Is there a noodle stuck up there, maybe?
I can tell you that it's an exit only hole. So there's nothing up there except what's supposed to be up there.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Who are you
Is that it?
talking about, Crimes?
Is there any more questions?
I'm looking. I think that might be it. Yep, I think that's about it. Angelo, do you have any more?
No, I am moderately frightened and hope the dude
I am
recovers.
too.
Thank you. I'm not trying to frighten her. Just trying to get people to don't buy the soap. Okay, you like how you look? For God's sakes, avoid the soap. There's got to be better. Bed Bath and Beyond, or Walmart, Target, or the 7-Eleven, something.
Yeah.
I was a face model for the food people. KFC, Pizza Hut. You see me. I'm part of the family in the background. I can't even do it now. I look like I should be in the president's office. I look old. I gotta get my looks back. I have insurance. I'm good.
Well, at least you have insurance for all this.
Okay,
That's also a good thing.
I gotta make dinner. Bye.
All right, thank you. You be safe and have a good time. Well, I don't know what else to say. That's
How do
actually
you
pretty
find
sad.
these people?
I don't know. It's on my Twitter. That's why I don't really like Twitter.
That is insane.
That's why I don't like Twitter. It's filled with strange people.
Yeah, I would say.
That's why I got rid of my last one. Not just because of my old community, it's because I ended up with strange people in my inbox.
Wow.
I don't know, Susan. I really don't know.
Does he have a GoFundMe? I have no idea.
I don't either. I didn't ask, and he never mentioned it, so I have no clue. But I don't know. Shall we tell him?
Huh?
Shall we break the news?
Go for it.
BD and the soap. 1, something wrong with me. 2, something wrong with me. Audacity.
You have a pretty smart side chat, so I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah. That's because it's in the description of what it is. You guys know that this was all a joke, right?
Yeah. It was me, guys.
You know this is all a joke. We're just having a little fun, and it's like parody day.
It was me. I'm John Foghorn.
And Crimes, come back here. Come back here, you gorgeous thing.
What happened?
I don't know. She left a comment. I don't know if it was directed to us or.
You did not believe this whole thing, Smalls. Come on. There's no way.
Oh, you do not know. Oh, right here. And it was what Crimes left. And she's gone. She left. I don't know where she went.
Hold on. I'll prove it with me. Hold on.
Yes, this was all a joke. This is not for real, okay, guys? It's not. This was not a joke. This was just a joke. This was not for real. See?
There's John.
Yeah.
Poor John.
That's John.
Poor John.
Yes, Stephanie, that was it. That's Angela.
Oh, Smalls wants a link.
Oh, gosh. Okay. I'll open the panel just for a little bit.
It was good, even if you knew it was a mask.
Yeah.
I had a couple of people messaging.
All right, it's up. All right, there it is. It's pinned at the top.
A couple of my friends messaged me, Earth. They said, I can't with you.
I know.
That's true.
My roommate texts me. She's like, I am done with you. So I guess my roommate's done with me.
That's because I have that New England voice, Tiffany. hard to disguise that new voice.
Oh Lord. Oh.
All right. Either Smalls is going to yell at me or laugh at me. I don't know.
Yes. It's like I said, guys, it's in the description. I will change it when this is over. I will go and change the settings.
I really did write that song though.
Yes, you did. And trust me, I'm gonna use that as my outro song. What's up,
All
Smalls?
all I'm gonna say is, dude, I was defending you. Because he was like, you were like, she's so rude. I was like, damn, if you think she's rude, you would hate me, bro. I will clown your Mercer ass till you are dead, dude. Like, no, you know why I believed it? Honestly, Earth, you know why I believed it? Because when he first started selling the soaps, somebody came up with that they caught Mercer off
Oh yeah, I
of
remember
his
that.
bars of soap. And then it was like right, and then it was like more than one person was saying it. And then the other day MK went live and he had like pictures of his little setup where he does the soap, and it did not look sanitary. There was like dogs in the background and cats flying around and shit. So I was like,
that's why he's definitely in violation of a lot of things, which is
absolutely.
why he keeps getting dinged by the code enforcement, because he's not within code. It's very hard in Virginia and West Virginia to do a business like soap or anything that goes on people's skin or in their bodies from a zoning that's zoned a home.
Right.
Without
it has to be like a clean room.
Yeah. And
well,
he
I
still
don't know if you know
quite
this
have
about
that.
him. I don't know if you know this about him. I have my own channel, obviously, Earth was just saying. And I have a podcast as well. It's called Smoking with Smalls. And me and Jimmy, I don't call him Dolly because that ain't his fucking name. Just like, let's just say, me and Jimmy had issues before. And he tried to come at me sideways. And I'm not that type of person you want to come at sideways. So when I did my video in retaliation to his video, it shut him down real quick and he didn't answer me back. So
yes, because he has a hard time standing up to men, Smalls.
Yeah, he doesn't want it. He does not want it. I was like, you might be a thug in your little COVID set, homeboy, but I'm from the projects in the South Bronx, and you don't want none of this smoke. This shit'll make you cough.
I agree.
You don't
I
want
just subbed to your channel, by the way. I didn't know you had a channel, so I just subbed.
Oh yeah, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I'm actually working on something new with the missus. We're doing we're calling it 2 potheads and a panda because my missus, her nickname is Panda.
Oh, I like that.
So
That's
we're calling it 2 potheads and a panda, and we're basically we make light of everything that happens in life. I'm actually a stand-up comic.
Oh, cool.
So when I jump on the panel with Earth or It's a Mood or MK or whoever it may be, I'm just there to clown people. And especially when it comes to Earth and MK, because they are the world's most loved trolls. So people expect some shit on their channel. So I have a good time. It's good practice.
That's
awesome. I appreciate that.
But you had me going, man. You had me going. I was like, who would buy fucking soap from somebody so dirty? This dude who makes Pigpen look like he's living in a clean room. Like, the fuck, man?
I agree.
You know, he got Eminem's weird beard. He got Eminem's weird beard. I don't get it. But you had me, bro. You had me.
All right, so I did a pretty good job then.
You did a fucking great job. Because I was like even defending you at one point. Like, oh, if you think Angelo's weird, yeah.
I saw
well,
that.
It was especially when he when he signed on twice. That was actually pretty good.
That was impressive.
That was great. That was great.
It's hard to do that sometimes. Sometimes you click the wrong mute button and then you break your character.
You know, and I did hear that it sounded like you were pausing and unpausing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did kind of sound like that towards the end. And I'm like, wait a minute. Why does this guy sound like he's being dubbed?
I used to do it was most people that know my voice know that was Glenda. Glenda is a character I created a few years back to troll one of my friends. It's Glenda from Long Island.
Oh my
So
God.
It kind of goes like this. Yeah, this is Glenda from Long Island, and I'm here to find my Irish ginger. Where is he?
Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
You know, I actually
used to
do know a
prank
girl named
calls.
Glenda from Long Island.
Oh, good Lord.
And
It's
she was
not
younger
me, I
than us.
promise.
No. She was younger
I
than us.
hope
And my
not.
biggest joke was like, why did someone name you after your grandma? Like, why? You have a grandma's name. You act like you're the
Yeah.
good witch or something. Like I clowned her all the time.
You
It
know
was
who Irish
hilarious.
Steve-O is, Smalls?
I do.
That's who I trolled as Glenda.
Oh, that's fucked up.
He's Glenda's secret lover from band camp from 1970.
From band camp. I love that you gave him a backstory and everything.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, we met at band camp, and he rode me like a wild bronco.
Yeah, he put me away wet.
Oh my goodness, you guys. Holy
You
shit.
should ask him about the piccolo. He's the only person that was able to hide a piccolo. Nobody could find it.
It's a Picardo.
Picardo.
You bought it at Target.
And then we used to do
I love
crank
that.
calls. We crank called a restaurant. I think it was in Kentucky. What the hell was the name? What was that? Ruby Tuesdays. And I was doing the Glenda voice. I was like, yeah, we're a group of silverback women that are into the BDSM, and it's Gloria's birthday tomorrow, and we wanted to know if we could do like a sex party at the left side of the restaurant. Maybe we're gonna give her some racy gifts and stuff. And they're like, oh yeah, we could shut the restaurant down. And they literally were gonna plan. I had to call them back the next day, and be like, yo, guys, it was a crank.
Angela, let me ask you a question, if you don't mind.
Sure.
How old are you?
I am, holy shit, 48.
He's about to lie. You see how he paused? That's the pause thinking,
No,
what can I get away with?
I don't celebrate birthdays, so I have no idea. I think I'm 48 or 49, somewhere.
Well, I'm going to be turning 48 this year, and I remember as a kid, we had these tapes called the Jerky Boys. You remember the Jerky Boys?
Oh my! What do you mean, Mario? There's 14,000 Marios here in New York. What are you talking about?
Frank Rizzo, I said. That was my shit, bro. Yo, me and my cousin made a parody of that.
That was the good show, man.
Yo, me and my cousin made a parody of the Jerky Boys, and I was Frank Rizzo. Well, later on, fast forward 20 years, I moved to Florida, and I met the real Frank Rizzo. Like
really?
Dude who he's actually Frank Rizzo's son. Frank Rizzo was the mayor of some state or some shit, or some town or whatever, and I met his son. And I was an Uber driver
in Jersey somewhere.
That's what it was. Yeah, yeah. Well, I met his son, Marco Island, Florida, and I recognized the voice, and I'm like, damn, dude, you sound like the Jerky Boys. And the guy kind of froze, and he looked at me, and he's like, where you from? I said, I'm from the Bronx. He goes, I'm gonna tell you a secret, but you can't tell anybody. I'm like, who the fuck am I gonna tell? I'm in this car 18 hours a day by myself. Like,
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, Frank Rizzo's my dad. I was like, oh shit. The voice sounded, bro, it was exactly the same. I had to turn off the radio.
New England Italianers, man. It's so hard to disguise our voice because we have that natural Italian drawl. So it's really hard.
You want to drink, you want coffee talk. You want to do coffee talk in the morning.
Coffee.
I used to live in the South Bronx my whole life, right? Like I lived in the South Bronx my whole life. But I'm a very light-skinned Puerto Rican that looks kind of Italian.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of Italian friends in high school, and they had me hanging out in Little Italy. So the Italians in Little Italy kind of took me under their wing. They used to call me Bagels. And the reason why they called me Bagels, because I dated a girl who worked at Riverdale Bagels, and I used to bring them a whole garbage bag full of bagels every morning.
Dude, that place is still open.
Riverdale Bagels?
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy that owns the place, his name is Enzo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
my boy, man. He used to bring me bottles of wine when he went to Italy to go visit Italy. He would bring me
yeah,
cases, bro, cases of wine.
they ship out now too. They ship it
Do
like
that.
to, yeah, all the way across the United States.
I
That,
just placed an order last month from Cat's Deli to get like pastrami and shit,
mm,
but it cost me an arm and a leg, bro. It was ridiculous. But my
nice.
girl appreciated it because she hasn't been in New York in like 20 years. So
Well, if it
she was
costs
like,
you an
"Oh,
arm and
this
a
is
leg, how
totally."
are you still getting around?
I
Yeah, that's
walk
what
in
they have
circles.
wheelchairs for.
I'm just joking.
I walk and I swim in circles.
Yeah.
I'm just joking
I'm
with you. I'm just clowning with you like I always do.
I know I don't mind it at all. It keeps me on my toes. I like stuff
Hey,
like that.
Earth,
What?
Earth. Where does a stripper with one leg work?
I hop.
On a pole?
I hope.
Yeah.
I
Well, it would make
Horrible.
more sense on a pole because all she needs is just one leg.
got one for you, Angelo. I got one for you.
All right.
If I have a child, right, and my
Mm-hmm.
child decides to become transgender, does
Mm-hmm.
that make me transparent? Can you see me?
Nope, I can't.
Then I guess it must be. I'm transparent.
That's good.
I got
You
jokes
ever
all the
heard?
time, man. I've been
You ever
working on
heard
some new
the?
material for my shit.
You ever heard the one about the magic penis?
Oh
Oh,
no.
Lord. Another trigger warning.
Trigger warning. All right. So there's this soldier. He's getting ready to deploy for like 2 years, and he doesn't want to leave his wife home. You know, maybe he doesn't want to get one of those Dear John letters while he's overseas, right?
Right.
So he's driving around in New York City, Manhattan area, and sees this old Chinese shop. It says Magical Worlds of Wonders. So he goes in, he's looking around. He comes upon this vibrator just sitting in a box. And he looks at the shopkeeper and says, how much is this? What does it do? And the Chinese guy goes, well, it's a magic penis. You just tell it what to do and it does it. And then when you're done, you just utter the magic words and it turns off. And he goes, well, what's the magic word? And he flips over a card and it says, to activate, just say magic penis fuck me. He's like, all right, cool. So he pays, gives it to his wife. He says, don't open this until I'm gone. And if you're horny, I want you to open this and use it. She's like, okay. So he goes, a couple months go by. Well, she's getting kind of horny, right? So she opens the box, picks out the card. It says, to activate, speak the words magic penis fuck me. So she's like, all right, magic penis fuck me. All of a sudden, the penis gets up out of the box. It's going to town on her. Going to town. Well, about 3 hours go by. She's getting kind of tired of it. She's looking for the card, figure out how to turn it off. The card's gone. She's like, oh my God, what do I do? So she pulls it out and throws it across the room, runs out the door and goes in the living room. The whole time, the magic penis is following right behind her. She's like, oh my God, I got to get the hell out of here. So she hops in her car. She starts driving down the road. She's about 90 miles an hour when she sees the blue lights behind her. Cops pulling her over. She's like, oh my God. So she pulls over. Cop comes and goes, why are you going so fast? She's like, listen, I've got to tell you. There's this penis. It's magic. It's following me. I don't know how to make it stop. And the cop goes, magic penis. Fuck me.
Oh shit.
Oh, my God.
That's funny.
Oh, Lord. God.
My comedy is more like true life stuff that actually happened to me. Like last week, I was driving, and I get lit up by the cops. Right now, I get lit up a lot. 'Cause I
Only
look
you would get lit up by the cops.
dude. I look like a victim, I guess. I don't know, but they like to stop me a lot. But I had just dropped my girl off at work. She works at the airport. So I drove probably like 2 or 3 miles with the cops behind me with the lights on. And then finally I pulled over and the cop goes, hey, didn't you see me light you up? I've been following you for like 2 miles. And I was like, oh, yeah, I did see that actually. He's like, well, why didn't you stop when I lit you up? I said, well, honestly, my wife left me for a cop and I thought you were trying to bring her back. Yo, the cop laughed so hard. The cop laughed so hard. Not only did I not get a ticket, but I gave him tickets to my next show. Him and his wife came down to the next show, and I had them in the front row. We had such a good time, man. Cops are really cool if you make them laugh. If you can find a way to make a cop laugh, you know, like one time I got pulled over, and he's like, "Oh, why were you going so fast?" And I was like, oh, I'm late for work. And he goes, well, what could you do that's so important that you feel the need to do 120 miles an hour to get to work? I said, well, I'm a rectum stretcher. And he's like, what? And I said, yeah, I'm a rectum stretcher. See, I start out with 2 fingers, and then before you know it, I do 4 and then 6 and then 8. And then next thing you know, I have a 6-foot, a 6-foot asshole. And he's like, and what do you do with a 6-foot asshole? I said, well, usually I stand up at the top of this hill with a radar gun. Yo, the cop laughed so hard, he had tears in his eyes. He's like, damn, that was a good one, man. You set me up. I was like, no, well, you stopped me. I didn't tell you to stop me. You could have just let me keep going upon my way. But I do that shit to them all the time. When I first moved to Florida, I used to keep an empty Dunkin' Donuts box in the passenger seat, so that when they pulled me over, I could be like, I know, you want a jelly. I used to do shit like that all the time.
That's
Once I
hilarious.
got pulled over and the cop was like, what makes you think you can get away with driving like that? I was like, well, I was told when I moved here, if you had a nice set of titties, they'll let you go. They didn't tell me they had to be on a woman. Because I'm a big boy. I weigh like 300 pounds.
Nice.
So I got me some titties. But that it adds to my comedy. I have so much fun with it. I did a drag show once. I did comedy at a drag show. And when I went on stage, the first thing I said was, I just want to thank everybody in the audience. I've never felt more comfortable ever in my life. This is the first time I'm not the only man in the building with tits. And everybody laughed. And then I said, I had the mic stand in front of me. I said, let me move this out the way so you guys can see me a little better, which is also a joke because I'm fat as fuck. And then they started laughing, and I was like, whoa. Are you guys judging me? There's more duct tape in this room than the entire first season of MacGyver. You guys should not be judging me. But I did very well that day, and I got like contracted to do like 5 more shows for them and stuff. But we created something called Stand Up or Get Dragged Down. And it was like a bunch of drag queens in the audience. And if you tell your jokes and if they hit you with the cowbell saying that you're not funny, a drag queen comes up like Sandman from the Apollo and pushes you off stage. Which was hilarious. Because there was some guys that did not make it past the first joke. It was hilarious, man.
Be safe, Georgia. Or Susan, be safe.
Susan. She leaving?
Yeah, it's so embarrassing when you got a man.
You're welcome, Kathy.
You got a 6-inch red beard and big tits coming at you to fucking take you off stage. That's hilarious. That is really good stuff, man. I enjoy it, man. I really do. It's cheaper than it's. You know what? I tell people when they ask me why I do comedy, I say it's cheaper than going to a psychiatrist. Because I get to talk about my problems.
It's therapy. It's therapy.
Right. I get to talk about my problems, and you guys get to laugh at me. That's the way I see it. And at the end of the day, I can buy something with what you pay me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good. I enjoy it a lot.
Yeah, it's always a good thing. It's always good because it makes you feel better when you're having a bad day, and it makes someone feel better bringing the jokes to them, makes them feel better. So overall, it's a win-win.
Dude, I got a joke about being stung by a jellyfish. See, because getting stung by a jellyfish sucks. You know, that shit hurts and stuff.
Yeah. Let me put up the trigger warning real quick. There you go.
Yeah, trigger warning. Yeah, but getting stung by jellyfish in Naples, Florida means you got a 90-year-old guy in a powder blue Speedo that's determined to pee on you. And I mean, he is determined and awfully fast and very convincing. Yeah. So he peed on me a little, but it felt better afterwards.
I bet, because that's what you have to do if you do get hit with a jellyfish.
No, but the funny thing is, the guy was like, "Well, you need somebody to pee on you." I was like, "Yo, homeboy, I'm not from Chicago. I don't even listen to R. Kelly. If they didn't pee on me in Rikers Island, it ain't gonna happen to me in Naples, fucking Florida." I say that much.
Oh my God! No, you didn't.
And he was like,
"No,
seriously,
you didn't."
I did.
I hate R. Kelly. Oh my God.
That's what I'm saying. No, he did not just go there. Oh
yeah,
my God.
I have fun with it, man. I have fun with it. I make fun of everybody too. Like, I'm not afraid of the alphabet people. You know, the LGBTQ. Like, it took me 3 years to learn 26 fucking letters that were consistent. every day these motherfuckers add another letter and they want me to know this shit by tomorrow. No, it's not gonna happen. I need practice with that shit. Like I said, I'm a Gen Xer, you know? It's not that we didn't have gay people when I was young. We just didn't have gay people that was willing to chop off body parts like that. You know? If you were when I was a kid, if you were gay, you were gay. There was no I'm a woman trapped in a man's body type shit. And if you were, you stood next to RuPaul. You was just a cross dresser.
To be fair, there was. It just wasn't as widely talked about.
Right, and that's another thing that's kind of stressing me out right now because now they're talking about it in school, where children are like the most malleable people in the world. You know, they're like made out of clay. You can mold them whichever way you want to, and unfortunately, you got people that. When I was a kid, like I remember when I was a kid, we had the Ronald Reagan physical fitness test.
Yeah,
which meant you had to do a certain number of push-ups and sit-ups and crunches and all that shit, and then I graduated out of high school and go into college, and now all of a sudden they're giving away participation trophies. And I'm like, shit, I didn't get a participation trophy. I remember being in school, we didn't even get to keep our football jerseys after the year was over. We had to turn them shits back in. And I earned that shit. Like, that's not right, you know?
I think
But
what
that's
what makes groups hard today is that there's because there's a lot of great, nice, wonderful, good activist trans out there. Like I have no problems with them. And every group gets their zealot. You know, BLM has it, KKK has it. Every single group out there gets their zealots that turn the movement into something. Whether they accept the person in their group or not is irrelevant. It's the fact that they are representing a specific form of people, and it's not good. And there's one on Twitter who got the Budweiser or Bud Light or whatever endorsement. The things that she says and does to me scare me because they're directed specifically at children. They're not directed at adults. They're not directed about their movement. They're directed at
I just saw a video
kids.
of that.
Yeah,
I just saw a video of a trans community group walking down the street talking about we're coming for your kids. That is very unsettling.
That's scary, and that's what hurts movements of legitimate people, and that bothers me a little bit.
That is scary.
Me
I don't like the
personally,
sound of that.
I you know, I hate doing this because it turns this into a faith thing, but my faith just prevents me from saying that it's okay. It's in my eyes, it's not. But I also am governed by a constitution, and that's what I go by. The Constitution gives rights to people for a reason.
Right.
So I mean, and I served. I served in the military. So I serve the Constitution. I serve the people of the United States. It doesn't specify in the document what kind of people I'm supposed to. It could be good or bad. It
just
doesn't
Americans.
Matter. Exactly. So
they're very vague.
I have to put my faith on the back burner because that's my faith. It's not necessarily your faith. It's not Earth's faith. It's not the chat's faith. It's my faith. And when I start dictating my faith into laws on people, I'm doing exactly
what they're doing.
Exactly. And I can't be a part of that. So I say, because there's some really good trans even on social media. They're really good people. I like them. I enjoy them. I have fun with them. They're intelligent people. They have great conversations, and they can really open your eyes. And it's sad to see their movement hurt so badly by these people that aren't really there for the movement. They're there for an access, and that's legitimately what I see. It's an access to kids.
See, what kills me is that just like everybody else, every other group of people, they want equal rights, and I understand that. Just as a human being, you want to be treated equally with everyone else. I get that. But at the same time, you have, say you have someone like LeBron James, right? Who now identifies as a woman and goes and gets himself a surgery and becomes LeBron or whatever. Okay? Now, LeBron loves playing basketball. So what does she do? She joins the WNBA. Now, you got a person who has the skill of LeBron James playing with women who are, I mean, I don't want to sound sexist, but it's just truthfully, they're physically not equal to a man who works out. It's just not going to happen. It's just, there's no way. You know what I mean?
Right.
There are limitations. It's unfortunate, but it's true. It's a fact. So
And there's people that make it more difficult on both sides, mind you, that make it more difficult than it has to be. Okay, so we don't want a man who is identifying as a woman to participate in a woman's sport. Then why don't we just create a trans movement sport where you have the male version?
Well, then that would be singling them out. That would be singling them out.
We're singling out men now. We single out men. We have a men's weightlifting. We have a women's weightlifting. Are we not singling them out?
That's true.
So why can't we just?
But I saw it more as race.
Why can't we just create trans weightlifting? Why do we have to have a universal bathroom when we can have, or not a universal bathroom? Why do we have a bathroom that says men and a bathroom that says women, when we can just have another bathroom that says everyone? If you choose to use the everyone bathroom, you may see tits, you may see a penis.
Right.
The everyone. Instead of calling it trans, just call it everyone. Everyone else. Here you go. But we're making it so specific. Like, I specifically, not me, but I'm saying this is how it's covered. I specifically want to identify as a female and enter the female 1,600 meter swim.
Okay.
Why?
Because you dominate.
I possibly could.
That's the whole thing. They're doing it because they know they'll dominate.
So
you can't have a Michael Phelps.
Why can't we have their event then? Why can't we? If we're singling out females and we have the female swim and the female basketball and the female baseball and the female this, why can't we have trans?
Well, truth be told, ask why can't they have their own sets?
That's my argument.
That's what he's trying to say.
Because here's what happens.
That would make more sense. But then, of course, somebody in that community will say, well, I want to be treated like everybody else and play against everybody else.
And that's what happens. Or they identify as something else.
Right. I am not a turtle.
I identify as a cat. I identify as an omnisex. I identify as a unisex. I identify as a whatever the digital thing is.
Binary.
Thank you. So instead of calling it trans, you just call it the everyone else event. It's the most simplistic and most political way of doing it. Everyone else that identifies as anything other than male or female can go here.
Right.
Well, Angelo, your stalker is here. Your stalker is here.
Which stalker?
Angel of Death.
Hi, Angel.
And truth be told, said they don't want their own. They want to dominate the female sports to win.
Absolutely. What's up, Buddha Mike?
There might be hard pressed because
Buddha Mike's in here?
Yeah, truth be told is, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's what truth be told is. Buddha Mike.
Oh, because I know another truth be told, but the name's not the same like that. Okay.
As a mod, I remain unbiased and no opinion. Yeah, because it is a touchy subject and it can create issues, especially when you start making statements online and all that crap. But I literally try to be as politically correct as I can. The fact is that they're still human beings, and I will do my best to accept everything I can. But
no, it's a woman, so it is the one I'm thinking of, the one that I know.
Okay.
There has to be a line at some point. At some point, there has to be a line. And
yeah, but Angelo, you see, the problem with that is that means somebody would have to give in, and no one wants to give in.
Nope, nobody wants to.
But they expect us to give in. The whatever they call it, the cis people. I don't think that's right. I shouldn't have to give in. I didn't choose to change my identity or whatever the case may be. So I shouldn't have to succumb to that.
That's why people get confused with America, because we say and do things that most of the countries would never deal with. There's countries
Right.
out there that would never deal with transgender, and the reason
Listen,
behind that is
I
because
lived in Jamaica. I lived in Jamaica for over a year, and you could not even say you were gay in Jamaica. They'll kill you.
yeah, look at
I've
Russia.
seen people bleed out. I've seen people bleed out in the street because they were gay.
Mm.
And I had a problem with that too because my ears are pierced. I have 2 earrings. And that's not a thing that they do in Jamaica. And it doesn't matter how much patois I spoke or how many dreads I knew. That didn't matter. They just didn't like the fact that I had 2 earrings.
Right.
And I had to show them, like, yo, I'm not gay, bro. Like, I'm not gay. Well, why do you have the earrings? It's a fashion statement. I'm not from here. Where I'm from, this is a fashion statement.
It's okay, Angel of Death. You'll catch up in a minute.
Okay, Forgotten. So let me do it this way. So that's a valid argument, and that's an argument that's made on one side. So then
Right.
the argument the other side will make, okay, so Arnold Schwarzenegger 20 years ago won the men's bodybuilding or whatever they call it, whatever that contest is he used to enter.
Yeah. Mr. America.
Okay. Mr. America.
Yep.
Okay. Now he identifies as female and he wants to enter Mrs. America.
I don't
By
think you can
default.
hold both titles.
By default, he already has an advantage. The advantage is he's
Right.
already built. Now, can a woman get to that size? Yes. It's scientifically possible. Yes.
Anybody who knows, there's a female right now named Danny L. Spiegel. She is a monster.
Yeah.
She's got manly shoulders. From the waist down, she's gorgeous because she's got those big, thick legs and a nice round booty and stuff. But from the waist up, she looks like a dude.
But either way, she still has to work harder to get to that size than
Right.
Arnold does, because Arnold's already that size because he's a man and he's already done it.
Right. Well, they also have to take testosterone to get that big.
There's
And
the key.
men make that naturally.
Yes.
Women have to take pills for that.
Mhm.
Just like when a man decides he doesn't want to be a man anymore and he cuts off his penis and his testicles and he no longer has his testes to make testosterone, now he has to take estrogen pills to become a female. That's
Which
why I
is some
say
of the-
it's unnatural.
It's some of the changes. Those are some of the changes that these sports are claiming. Like for the swimming one for the Olympics, they're claiming you have to be on hormone replacement. You can't just. They're basically saying you can't just walk in and say I'm a female and swim
Right.
in the female event.
Yeah,
You
they have to check your blood and make sure you have estrogen in your blood and stuff.
But the
Well,
size,
That's no different than the guy with the guy who had the accident and lost both his legs and he had the paperclip feet, the bent back paper clips, and he was running around. I think Cat Williams made a joke about him, called him Tink Tink.
Mhm.
And he was like, how are you going to have no legs and win a running race? And then they say that you didn't qualify because you cheated. How did you cheat? You have no legs. But apparently the way that they made his feet were like aerodynamic and had a little spring in his step or whatever, gave him like an unfair advantage. I don't understand how someone with no legs has an unfair advantage in a foot race. I have an
That's how
unfair
you-
advantage in a foot race because I'm round. I'll lay on my side and roll.
that's how you get into all the other arguments, because everybody wants to be so inclusive and so accepting, but then when you're inclusive and accepting, you're in a way forcing other people to be inclusive and accepting who may not religiously or spiritually agree with it.
Yeah.
Example
See, that's what I was
being,
gonna say.
if I go to the YMCA and they have, instead of doing male female bathrooms, they do male female and whoever bathrooms.
Right.
But the person who identifies as a male who's a female enters the male bathroom, I'm supposed to just accept it.
Wait,
I will not.
wait a second. Wait,
And vice
New World
vice
Troll
versa.
Order. What did you do?
For butting out a video of a woman and her dog.
What the fuck?
Wow.
Okay, okay.
The woman and the dog.
I have no comment for that. I have no comment for that. I don't.
That's gross. I mean, is it cheating if it's your dog?
It's Smalls.
That's not cheating. It's
Smalls.
not cheating if it's your dog.
Smalls.
What?
Behave yourself.
I have a Chihuahua, and she has a peanut butter fetish. Yo, I can make her do things like you would not believe.
Okay, Smalls.
As long as it's not chunky.
I think that was the
Hey,
argument.
Paloma. How you
for
doing?
the,
Shit.
what was it? It was
Oh
either
my
the female,
God, Smalls. I'm done. Oh my God.
it was either the
She's
I'm
female
about
cute,
to
sim-
little
fucking kick you from my panel.
You can't do that. That's wrong. I would never do that to you.
What are you gonna do? What you gonna do
I'm
about
gonna
it? That's
cry.
right. No.
I'm gonna cry about it. I'm gonna roll up a joint and sit here and cry about it.
you'll be
Truth be
30 minutes
told,
of this next stand up.
truth be told, I am so sorry for the confusion
Yeah,
about
that was my fault.
your name.
That was my fault. Truth. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Smalls thought it was his friend that goes up on his panel, so I apologize for the confusion, hon.
Yeah, my bad. I can't see your boobies from here.
Stop it!
I'm just
God, you get
saying.
me in trouble. You're gonna get me in fucking trouble, dude. What the hell? What's wrong with you?
Trigger warning. Smalls is on the panel. Everyone should know by now.
I'm gonna need a freaking trigger warning, damn it. I mean, what the
That's it.
fuck?
You just gotta make a banner that says when Smalls is on the channel, I am not responsible for what comes out of his mouth.
No, I'm gonna have to start
Right.
putting that in my stream, in my descriptions of my streams. Damn, Smalls.
Actually, Smalls,
I'm
if she
so
was going to
sorry.
do it
Hey,
right,
Paloma.
if
Hey,
she was going to do it
girl.
right, she has to do it this way. She's not responsible for what comes out of or goes in Small's mouth.
Oh, that's fucked up. That's so fucked up. I don't even want to eat this
I'm
hot dog
so
now.
tired. I'm so tired with this
I
shit.
walk into.
I feel like I'm being watched and shit.
What kind of party are you having here?
You walked into one of the greatest parodies of Dolly soap ever.
I just walked into some horrible shit right there. I felt like I walked into it and it smacked me in the forehead.
It's like a bad brick wall moment.
Oh
Here,
my
look,
God.
look. I'm a little under the weather. I'm a little under the weather, but I'll show you what I look like. I'll put the camera on because I look like absolute shit. See, look, even my eyes feel sick. I look like absolute shit. Look at this. My hair's all
You want
over
me
the
to slap a
place.
trigger warning?
Yeah, we need a trigger warning. We need a trigger warning for this.
Trigger warning. Trigger
But
warning,
this
mama.
is why I leave my camera off when I'm
Oh,
on panel
shit.
because I am never prepared for these things.
Oh shit. He's like, it's me in all my glory if you don't like it.
You
How's
have
Angel
no
doing?
idea what it takes to make this look good in the morning. You have no idea. There's a lot of duct tape involved. Got to get the wrinkles out.
I feel you. Angela, how
Like
are
people
you
say-
doing? It's been so long since I've been able to say hi to you.
I'm doing good. I do a lot of traveling right now with the family and stuff. A lot of camping.
Oh, I want to do that.
I got a few months, well, a few weeks maybe, and that's my game plan. I just ordered my brand new RV. I'm ready to roll, man.
Yeah.
That's what I
We're
want to
actually-
do.
We're going to be doing, once it gets here, we're going to be doing Preserved Food Channel, where we're going to be making homemade 25-year shelf life MREs
Oh wow.
Oh,
with freeze dryer system and freeze drying candy and meats. And,
are you a prepper?
We
I'm
all
a-
should be prepping.
I'm a the zombies are going to come one day and people are going to be hungry person.
I hear that shit. That's called a prepper.
Smalls, you
I don't
didn't
know.
know? You didn't
No, I
know?
didn't.
Angelo is Albert Einstein's long lost relative.
No, I'm not.
That's
Man's
no,
a
dude, let me
genius.
tell you something. You guys make light of
I know
it,
it's
but
a joke.
honestly, I believe that something is going to happen. Not necessarily,
Mhm.
zombies or whatever, or aliens or whatever, but it's a possibility. Like the way I see it right now, the planet that they talk about all the time, Nibiru, Planet X, they call it, or the whatever, the planet that's supposedly out of our solar system but in our solar system.
Right.
That planet comes into our orbit every 36,000 years. So if you do the math, the last time it was here was when the rumors of the Anunnaki and all that shit, the giants that run the earth and all that was around. And we're
Yep.
about coming to the next 36,000 years. And now all of a sudden you got more UFO sightings, more, you know what I'm saying? Like it just makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If the planet is
I
getting
personally-
closer, you're gonna
I
have
personally
people
think
looking.
humanity will we're the worst apex predator of this planet, and we're gonna
Absolutely,
we're gonna do ourselves in. So
I'm with you.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I want to be prepared, which means not just one generator, but several different types of generators: solar power, wind power, gas, propane. Means having a
Agreed.
stockpile of food to feed 4 people for a period of 5 years and things like that. It's about being prepared.
See, I'm lucky.
Well-
It's only me and my girl. It's only me and Panda, and I'm not worried about nobody else. Like I have 2 brothers that live here in the area. One of them, he stockpiles guns and ammo.
Yeah.
The other one, he works for the hospital, so he's
Hey,
got a lot
Gemini
of medical
Mama.
supplies and stuff. So together as a group, we're very strong. But they've made it very clear that they don't believe that anything's going to happen.
Well,
So
that's
with
on
that
them.
being said,
That's crazy.
that's on them. You know,
What kind of
me and Panda. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Go finish.
No, go ahead. Good.
I was about to ask a different question, so finish yours first.
Oh, I was going to say, me and Panda, we're working on getting a camper right now, like an RV type camper, like a pull behind for the truck.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, we need a camper. I'm like, no, we need a toy hauler. And she's like, well, why we need a toy hauler? I was like, because I'm not leaving my bike behind. Because when the shit hits the fan and traffic on the road is so bad that we can't get through on the truck, you're gonna want to jump on the back of this bike with me. You know what I mean? And
Everyone
that's
should have a
exactly what
bug out.
I'm dead serious about it.
Yeah.
We have to bug out. We got everything already ready to bug out. And I'm not afraid to go to the mountains and live in a tent or a year until we get ourselves together.
Yep. Everybody should have a GTFO bag.
Oh, hell yeah. Everybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, I see it this way. History repeats itself, right? Everybody knows that.
Mm-hmm.
We already had a civil war that caused us to break apart. Now, if you look at what's happening now, the government is splitting us apart, whether it be Democrat, Republican, gay, straight, black, white. They're all about trying to split us apart.
Yep.
So everybody knows that's the first rule in war, right? Divide and conquer. So if you see it happening, why let it happen?
Every great superpower falls.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Can I give an
And we've been a
example of that?
superpower for long enough.
Can I give an example of that?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Just one, briefly.
Mhm.
So I live in Ohio during the winter months, and I've been a freight train conductor for Norfolk Southern for about 21 years now. And I'm sure most people are familiar with the headline news since February 3rd about the East Palestine train derailment.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, it's the same company I worked for. I've been down that track hundreds, if not thousands of times. But I've been off on injury for an on-duty injury for the last several months. And so thankfully I wasn't working that day, but because my injuries resulted in lawsuits against the company in order to get medical care and to be treated like a human being, I got involved in the East Palestine incident simply because so many people were left in a poisoned environment, in a poisoned community. So imagine one day you're at home and a train derails because they're no longer safely operating, and that train derailment causes a huge fire, and it's a hazardous material train. And so now
chemical spill.
Absolutely. Your grounds, your ground, your water, your air, everything is poisonous. There's dozens of toxic chemicals that are mixing, combining on fire. They're being heated, they're being cooled, they're being vaporized, all this other stuff. So we think that the EPA is designed to protect us for environmental hazards like that. But the EPA is a sellout, and they took their money and ran. We think that our politicians, like governors and senators, are tasked with protecting us from situations like that, but that's not happening. We think that our federal government, all branches, the House, the Senate, Congress, are all supposed to work together with checks and balances in order to protect us. It doesn't happen. The transportation department, your federal railroad administration, all of those people are putting their heads in the sand. Meanwhile, we have children that are peeing blood, that have blood in their eyes. They have blood coming out of their hair. Out of their ears. They're losing their hair. They have blisters in their mouth. They have chemical burns. They have asthma. We have mothers that can no longer breastfeed their children because they have rashes with leaking toxins coming out of them. And we have a government in place that's allowing the railroad to send air quality testing, soil quality testing, and water quality testing that's not capable of testing the dioxins and toxins that are needed to actually catch the chemicals that were in that train. And so I've been working with Aaron Brockovich and Bob Bocock since the derailment, a few weeks after the derailment, in order to get the right legal aspect, in order to get corporate law as well as local attorneys, just for people to be able to go to the hospital. So this isn't just happening in East Palestine, though. In all the states right now, we have plastics factories that are going up in smoke. We have coal mines. We have our waters that are poisoned. Absolutely, it's everywhere. So the people that we think are holding positions of authority, that are tasked and paid with our taxpayers' money to protect us from situations, aren't happening. Hey, traders, it's nice to meet you. I clipped you yesterday. I hope you don't mind. I'm going to play it later, but I did credit you and linked you in my description. Love you, girl. That's just one example of why we have to. Aaron Brockovich's most recent book is like, yeah, bad things happen, and it's shitty that we live in a world where things like that are allowed to happen, but we have to be our own Superman. We have to know that nobody's going to come and rescue us. We have to rescue ourselves and then go and demand change to protect others.
Right. Or reimbursement or recoupment or something. Because I went through the same thing with FEMA.
Oh, she's amazing. She's absolutely amazing. I've been working with her up close. Very, very behind the scenes in order to get the right people in the right places. And yeah, I mean, something's going to come from this, obviously, but like Flint, Michigan, the water situation in Flint, Michigan, that we're 10 years later, and there's children that are 16, 17 years old that have cancer, that are sterile, that can never have children. You know what I mean? So East Palestine is going to be 100,000 times worse than that. And we have children. We have parents tucking their children in at bed at night, not knowing that their days are potentially numbered with them. That's heartbreaking.
Listen, the hurricane that happened here in Florida, Irma, that happened, 6 years ago?
Yeah.
There's still rooftops that have blue tarp on them. FEMA took all that money that they were getting and supposedly going to help repair the roofs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They came by, they parked the truck in front of like a Walmart over here that was close by.
Mm-hmm.
They handed out a bunch of MREs and some blue tarps and walked away.
Left. Yeah.
That's it.
But they're paid and they're charged and tasked with providing more than that.
Absolutely.
So what about the people left behind to die and suffer in that?
The real horrible part is my brother worked for FEMA at the time. He was I guess you can call him a glorified security guard, because FEMA set up these tents where they kept all their MREs and rations and stuff like that. And then they paid security guards upwards of $25 to $30 an hour to sit there and watch the food. So, number one, where did they get that money from to pay those security guards that? Number two, why aren't you doing what you're supposed to be doing with that money? Because it's our taxpayers' dollars that are paying that. And although Florida doesn't have a state tax, we have a hell of a federal tax. We were getting chopped literally at our feet. I had no electricity for 6 days. No electricity, no food or water. I was flooded into my house. And at the time, I drove a little Honda Accord, because I'm Puerto Rican and that's what we drive. And I couldn't make it out of my garage.
I drive a truck.
Well, I drive a truck now. I got a big old 4x4 F-150
Hey, Nicolina.
now.
Yeah, that's heartbreaking. It's
Wait,
sick.
so you never got any compensation, Smalls?
Nothing, dude, nothing. And then to make matters worse, me and my girl fixed the house on our own dime, and then I ended up going into surgery for a spinal cord injury, And when I came out of surgery, like 2 weeks after I came out of surgery, I had an electrical fire in my house that was caused by faulty electricity, and I lost everything.
Oh my God,
I
that's
lived in my
devastating.
truck. I lived in my truck for an entire year with me, my girl, and my chihuahua.
Wow, that's devastating, man. I'm so sorry. They
Yeah, it was
really
rough,
drop the
man.
ball.
But you know what my daughter says? My daughter says, "But you know what, pops, you did good." And I said, "Why is that?" She goes, "If you can live in close quarters with somebody for that long, that relationship is bound to survive."
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she's absolutely right, because there were some nights I wanted to kill her ass. Like it was just, it was bad.
One
It was
example of
bad. We would park at Walmart parking lots and have a bunch of dope fiends and meth heads, or like I call them, Mexican Americans, walking around trying to smoke everything they find and shit. It was crazy. It was crazy. I would stay up at
How
night.
long ago was that storm?
That was
Irma?
6 years ago.
All right. I would.
Yeah, I
Irma,
was gonna
Irma
say
was
about
6 years
4 or
ago.
5 years ago.
Do you still have all
No, it was
your paperwork from repairs and stuff?
no. I lost all that shit in the fire, man. You know what I lost in the fire? I had easily $20,000 worth of comic books that I've been collecting since I was a kid.
wow.
I had like Wonder Woman 1 through 11, Daredevil 1 through 7. These are original first edition copies that I never even opened, and I lost them
Wow.
all in the fire.
Man.
Trading cards, baseball cards, because I'm a big kid, man. I'm 48, but I'm a big kid. I'm very
Heartbreaking.
immature. I collect toys. I'm not
Yeah.
going to even tell you how many Beanie Babies I have. It's ridiculous.
As
Well,
long as you
first
ain't
thing you
talking,
want to
as
do.
long as you ain't carrying on conversations with them, all right, I'm good with that.
The first thing I want to do is apologize on behalf of FEMA for the way you were treated, because that was
Yeah.
unacceptable. I work for FEMA, and that was unacceptable. We do have shit teams that get deployed out. I don't know if you're aware, but FEMA works sort of like this. You have your core, 25, 30,000 employees, in the DC area, right? And then you have
Mhm.
500,000 to 1 million cadre. That's me. And
Mhm.
we're divided into teams, categories based on skill sets. So mine is the management logistical side. So I manage teams and I manage the logistics of moving equipment, shelters, and things like that, setting up the shelters, and then the teams inside the shelters are the ones that process the claims, the paperwork, and things like that.
Right.
So when we set up, it's a one-stop shop. It's emergency housing, it's food, it's clothing, it's medical.
Oh, they
And
told
then
me I didn't
there's
qualify for a claim.
no, you definitely,
That-
if you had at least $10,000 worth of damage, you had a claim. That was the minimum. The minimum setting was 10,000. Otherwise, you would just have logistical help, which is like the MREs, the gift cards to Walmart for generators, or wherever
Yeah,
they
they
were.
even gave us food stamps.
Yeah, all of that stuff is set up by what they call the front team, or the emergency team, the team that goes in directly after the storm. But then there's other camps that are set up, or other offices for FEMA set up for the processing side, and they're supposed to be directing and or providing transportation to families who are displaced either because of unsafe conditions in home or major repairs need to be done, and they're going to go into what's called emergency shelter. So those are basically those little campers that we brought in
Yeah.
and set up. Yeah, you should have been put in one of those. You should have had your information should have been processed, and you should have been walked through the documentation process, because the documents for FEMA is not easy. And people can sit up here, oh, so just an application. No, it's not just an application.
No, it's not.
It's an
It's not an
application. It's
application.
paperwork. It's sworn testimony. It's more paperwork. It's another document. It's a process that takes 6 weeks to maybe 4 months just to get approved. And then
Mhm.
you still have to find your quotes, your who's going to repair you this, what's their quote, who's going to repair this, what's their quote. You got to get 3 of each one. And then they go through the quotes, and they take the median line, and they go down the line. Okay, we're going to go, this one said 12,000, this one said 15,000, we're going to go 13,000 for the roof. And then all down the line for every damage claim. And then you get a check for that. And then from there, you're processed and you're done. That's what should have happened.
Well, I'll tell you what did happen.
It
What
didn't
did
happen.
happen is they told me that I didn't qualify for help because my house was still livable. Because most people on my block, on the street that I lived in, which was a cul-de-sac, most people on the cul-de-sac lived below the water line, so they had
Right.
water in their house. My house was built like on a little hill, so my driveway was flooded, but only up to the garage. Everything in my house was dry. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Everything in my house was dry, but my roof lost some shingles, and I had leaks, from my roof or whatever. Again, I had no electricity for 6 days. I lost all the food in my fridge because they tell you in Florida a storm is coming, you're supposed to go shopping. So I went and spent like $400 on food, put gas in my generator and everything, and then got the hurricane came through, knocked out my electricity. My gas, which I had for the generator, was in the garage, which got wet. So I had all sorts of problems. But they told me that I didn't qualify because my house was still livable in comparison to everybody else's.
I'm so sorry for that. You still should have been treated differently. It's unfortunate.
Well,
We had some
what I ended up doing was fixing the house so it was sellable. I sold it, and then we bought a double wide trailer in a 55 and over community.
Oh, there you
and
go.
that's where I had the electrical problems. But it was horrible, man.
I heard that's the age group that likes to walk around naked all the time.
That's fucked up. Are you watching me right now?
No.
I feel like there's a camera in my house.
No, I'm in West Virginia.
Oh, I was gonna say.
West Virginia.
That's right. Mountain Mama.
Speaking of Viloma, so what kind of camper did you order?
I ordered. Oh, I don't want to tell you.
What?
Yeah, I told you I had.
Jayco.
I told you I had to sue that that whole for 21 years of service. I plan on living in this coach for the rest of my life, so I've splurged.
Oh, so that's just that one that you got to give up a kidney you had to give up a kidney for it, huh?
Shoot, I gave up my spine, my left arm.
I have a 33-foot Heartland Prowler.
Ooh, nice.
It's nice.
Nice. Yeah. I probably would not have gone as big and luxurious as I did if it weren't for, wanting. I mean, I'm single. It's just me. You know what I mean? I can get up and go whenever I want to.
My advice is to get a membership in the camping resorts thing, so you can go to all the different campsites. But also find a place, like if there is an emergency, a place where that you can go and live off grid in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And then stockpile stuff there underground.
I recently bought that.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Yeah. I'm glad you're up here, Angela. I've been trying to catch you on a panel so I could ask you.
I didn't do it.
Question. No, you didn't.
He does everything.
That's how you know he did it. When the first thing they say is "I didn't do it," that means they did it.
He does everything.
What had happened was.
What had happened was.
And that's why I'm sticking with
I got a set of twins, and that's what they're always telling me. Pops, I didn't do it. Yeah,
right. My son used to say that. Ma, what had happened was.
Yeah, my son too.
All right, here we go. What is the question?
Okay, so I heard your story a couple of times now, and I have been, for the longest time, my plan was, there's a lot of families in this platform that have been hurt by people, especially in the true crime section. There's a lot of
you're
people.
talking about my origin story.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I heard it, and it resonates. It resonates with me a lot. So with the true crime community, there's a lot of families that have been hurt. At the time that they're missing children, or their children have been found unalived in situations like that, and it's heartbreaking to watch that as a parent who's lost a child. It's really heartbreaking to watch that. And so I recently came across an organization called Safe. Oh, I gotta pull it up again so I don't say it wrong. This is so bad. Brain fog going on. Sorry, Safe Haven baby boxes. I don't know if you're familiar with them or not, but I'll drop a link in the back chat. These are basically baby boxes that if a person, mother or father, has a baby up to 30 days of age and they don't want the baby anymore, they can go to these fire departments. There's
I
hundreds
heard
of
this.
them. There's hundreds of them all over the country right now, but I'm getting ready. I've been working with the director. Her name is Monica. I'm getting ready to fund some of these baby boxes in different communities where they're needed. So they've been doing the stats on them and stuff like that. I'm going to drop a link in the back chat for you to take a look at it. But so my question is, so all of these areas like Harmony, Montgomery, up and Manchester, we've got, of course, Summer Wells, Cash Garnet. I mean, there's dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of these cases. So it was important for me when my son passed away to remember a legacy, his mark left on the earth in a positive way, kind of thing. And I heard your story and I was like, oh my God, there's a whole nother aspect to, true crime and children
Tina.
and all of these things. And so I would like to, whatever city, whether where you were born, whether a city that you love or a place that but I would love for you to do the blessing on a box in memory of you and honor of you. And we would just call it the Angelo box.
Well, I was born in Hamburg, so that may not work.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Grew up in Rhode Island.
Rhode Island. Okay.
So I would probably pick probably Federal Hill, which is where most of us Italians hung out.
Okay.
Or Atwell's Boulevard next to all the tattoo parlors.
Atwell's Boulevard, yeah. Somebody's familiar with Rhode Island.
I travel. I'm a traveling comic.
So when I say origin story, Smalls, I mean I was an infant when my parents' rights were terminated, so I was raised in an orphanage in Rhode Island until I was about 12.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow!
Run by the Catholic diocese. I don't think I.
That explains the way you see things.
I see things differently. I joke and say I'm an asshole. I'm really not an asshole. I'm very passionate about protecting children from scumbags.
I'm the same way.
And
that's why it was important for me to talk to you about this.
Yeah, it can come across like I'm an asshole, and when people finally get to know me, they find I'm really not. I'm very protective.
Dude, I have 6 kids.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
I have 6 kids and 5 baby mamas. And the only reason the numbers don't add up is because 2 kids came out at once. I have twins.
2 kids came out of one.
My daughter. Yeah, my daughter says it all the time. She's like, "Damn, Pops, are you trying to start some Spartans?"
Maybe.
I was like, "You damn right." But it's funny because my son is 5'4". He's Army, so we call him G.I. Jose. And my daughter is 4'11", and she lives in Harlem. She's a tough cookie, man. I don't mess with them because they scared. They scare me.
I don't mess with anybody that could walk under the stylus at the subway.
That's me.
Oh yeah, my daughter. She goes, "Oh, Pops, I don't even have to hop the train. Watch."
But yeah, I would definitely be. I would be up for that. That'd be kind of cool.
I really would like to do that. When I was thinking about people on the platform that have been hurt, you're also a very strong advocate for people who have been scammed and victimized and hurt on this platform by other YouTubers.
Yes.
And I kind of knew that, but I didn't know the depth that went. That you're.
Oh, you should have heard the interview we just had.
You talk about like the stuff that our family does for like other people. Yeah.
Yes.
I try not to advertise it too much, but every once in a while I get pissed off. I'd be like,
Yeah, I can understand why. I mean, if I would have met you before the whole bombshell and situation, that would have never happened for sure. But,
no.
I take my own responsibility there for not being smart enough to look into people.
Everybody, we've done it ourselves. You know what? I gave
Mhm.
6 cars away, and only 2 of them actually worked out. You know, the other 4 turned out to be assholes.
Yeah, you're really just a kind person. I mean, you've got that asshole demeanor because I think all of us have developed it, but at the same point, you truly are someone who cares about other people, and you're,
I
not
do.
just an
Yeah.
advocate, but you go above and beyond what the normal person would do to help and, to lead people in the right direction. I mean, you can't force them to, but you damn sure do your best.
I
In that
try.
respect.
I mean, like I said, even I get fooled. You know, I've had friends that I thought were my friends that turned out to be some monsters. You know, and
Mhm.
so that's why I like the way the ship is. The ship is a very tight knit group that none of us started out as friends, which is the interesting part.
Mhm.
But we've all had experiences on the platform from things based on either misinformation or misunderstanding, and that's kind of how the ship got formed. If you think about it, the ship is formed because of the people out there that didn't want the people around,
Mhm.
and they've been trying to take it down for, I don't know, a couple of years now. Doesn't work because we actually talk to each other. You know, we don't
Right.
just fly off the handle, be like, "Oh my God, you did this." No, people know I talk to Tammy. I try to keep that woman as triggered as I can and as focused on me as I can, so that everybody else gets a break.
Yeah, I understand that.
Because she's evil, she's cruel, and she's mean, and it's spiteful, and I don't like it.
Yeah, she's pretty
You know,
bad.
and sometimes it makes me the monster, and yeah, it's something I have to live with. But I legitimately do care about people. I don't want people to kind of come away from this like we did. Like we gave so much stuff away, my wife and I, and then it's like we walk away like, oh man, that was a bad give. That person didn't appreciate it,
Mm-hmm.
and it almost makes you not want to help people. But then
Mm-hmm.
you know, that one person that you do help that really did need it, that went and turned it around and made better, you know, got their lives together and did really good things, and then did something for somebody else. That's the whole purpose.
Mm-hmm.
The whole purpose is not to give somebody a handout, because when you're giving them a handout with nothing else with it, they turn into bombshell.
Absolutely.
And that person adds absolutely nothing to society. They just take. They give nothing back. Nothing.
Yep.
And they're
Absolutely.
grifting right now for $100 because they spent $100 on a table that backfired.
Oh, I think he dropped off.
They're already grifting for it. Basically, to
Mhm.
me, it seemed like they were asking for the $100 back from their chat, and that teaches that person absolutely nothing.
Right.
But when somebody's like, well, you know, I want to work, so okay, well, what's preventing you from working? Well, I need a wheelchair, or I need a car, or I need a bike, or I need a computer, or any of those things. Okay, so I could give them money, which is what I was originally doing, or I could buy the item and ship it to their house,
Mm-hmm.
which requires trust. Yeah, I need to know where you live or your PO box. It didn't matter to me either way. So that's what we started doing. So that started really uplifting people, and they started doing something with their lives, which means that it paid off. And then when they no longer needed the item, I'm learning that they're donating it to somebody else or giving it to somebody else to help them.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the whole purpose behind what our movement was. So it's still hard, and we're very selective about who we help, but we're still helping people. And then the traveling thing that we're doing is because now we're helping people in person too. You know, not necessarily on YouTube, of course, but you know, there may be a family that needs something in one of the cities that we're traveling to, and
Mm-hmm.
we'll stay there a couple of weeks and we'll do some stuff and we'll advocate. It could be somebody, you know, a parent with a child who's disabled and they're not aware of all the programs available. We'll help them navigate the red tape, help them navigate the application process, put them in touch with the right people to continue to advocate for them when we're gone. You know, that's for me more rewarding and more effective than just handing people money.
Absolutely. That's when I found the baby boxes, I was like, I mean, I cried for days about it.
I think that's a great idea. That might have saved that kid's life. That the little girl there put in the trash can.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I remember
So
that
far.
story.
Yeah, if they had one of those boxes, Which
Absolutely.
from what I've understood, there wasn't one there.
There was not, no.
But if there was, or there was a place for her where she could do it without her mom knowing, because it seemed more like she didn't want her mom to know.
That's what I thought too. She was a little afraid of her mom.
Yeah. And the mom did seem like she didn't know what was going on, which I guess it could happen.
Right.
I don't know. I'm a man. I've never been pregnant, so I don't know, what that looks and feels like. Other than
I don't
my
have a
wife.
daughter. I had one son, but I find it, I don't know. I don't want to be that judgy person that's like, there's no way in hell she didn't know. I don't know. I mean, I know if that were me and I were pregnant, I feel like my mother would have known because we were so close. We lived in the same house, and there's sometimes arguments about boundaries, like, knock, mom, don't just walk in the bath, But at the same point, I mean, that might not have been the situation in that house. I think we'll learn at trial. But yeah, you're right. Had there been a box there, or let's talk about the girl, 18 or 19-year-old that actually tossed her infant and placenta into the garbage that was found later by some dumpster divers. Thankfully that baby's still here. But yeah, they're saving lives. And for me personally, after the whole bombshell situation with, I kind of have been listening to you on Susan Georgia Peaches and on Texas Girl and a couple of other channels. And I'm like, he's onto something here. You can't just, like with the bombshell, my intention was to help her with a month of her, obligations in order to help her move to, the new place and to help with some of those expenses. Like for me, it was like helping another woman that was in a time of need.
Your intent was perfect. Your intent was right. Everything about what you did there was correct. The problem wasn't you. It was the recipient. And if you had never learned anything from it, I would say shame on you. But the fact that you have learned from it shows that you're in the right place and doing the right thing for the right reason. And as you move forward, you will adjust how you do those things because you learn from each experience. Like my wife and I, we learned from every car that we gave away. We learned something different. Now, we don't give cars away anymore. It took 6 cars for us to figure out not to give cars away anymore. So now we do something a little different. It's somebody may still receive a car, they just won't receive the car from us, all paid for by us. It takes something on their end. But like I said, you've learned something from the journey, which is part of being somebody that gives.
Yeah.
And you have to try to maximize what you're doing that helps most people. You speaking out about that helps more people than you not speaking out about it. So that's the growth that we take as givers in this community.
Yeah.
And for me, I think a person that gives $1 is just as important as the person that gave $100.
Absolutely.
That's the difference.
I couldn't agree more.
That's not how she thinks.
Right.
She would rather have. She would take your last 20.
And she has done that to people.
Yeah, and regardless. And in the 3 years I've seen her doing what she does, there has been no change.
Nothing.
The only thing that's changed is the people that were giving her that money. They have come away learning something from that experience. Be like, I'm gonna basically have to be this person's mommy and daddy and take care of her because she's unable and unwilling to do. Let me reverse that. She's unwilling to do it for herself.
Yeah,
because that's the word. Not unable. She's quite capable. Half the energy she spent scamming people online went into helping people in the community. And I mean the real community, not this digital media one. She could go far and do great things. She's not a stupid person.
Right.
She's just a lazy person.
Absolutely. 100%. Yeah.
I think you walked away. I think you walked away richer than her.
I absolutely did. 100%. Because it's no longer about, I hate when people say, oh, you're just buying friends. Like, no, that's not it. I would help, at that time, any woman, any person, but mostly, women that were down on their luck, like single women, children or no children. It didn't matter. But, if you had been successful and just stumbled, You know, I've always gotten something, because in order to help somebody, you have to hear their story, and hearing their story humbles me, and it makes me feel better about what I've overcome myself in order to get where I'm at. And it, you know, it reminds me that there's people out there that maybe don't have the support system that I had, but every person's story has always affected me in some way every time I've helped different organizations, different people. And there was a period of time after that I was like, F this, I'm never doing this again. That's not the way to be. It's 100% not the way to be. If I've been blessed with the ability, then I feel like I'm tasked with doing so. So it was, for me, it was finding the right way that mattered for other people. And honestly, I mean, outside of, you know, the Wounded Warrior Foundation and the Moto Mom Foundation and other things like that, the baby boxes is there's a huge problem right now with babies being not treated so kindly.
No.
Yeah.
And it's
And that's what
heartbreaking.
that's what upsets me the most.
Like
'Cause
Harmony
it's a precious
Montgomery.
life. Yeah. It's a precious
Absolutely,
life.
Earth. Like, we all know about Harmony Montgomery. And what we
Yes.
hear talked about is her death. We don't hear her life talked about. We
Yeah.
don't hear, when you hear her name, you really hear the people who ended her life. We, you know, everybody's, you know, waiting for this trial. I'm waiting for the trial. I want to see justice,
Same.
you know, served for him. But at the same point, after that, every time Harmony Montgomery's name is mentioned, it's going to be about how she passed. And to me, that's heartbreaking. She deserves, her life was ended and she didn't get to fulfill, you know, her needs and wants and goals and do things with her life. That choice was ripped from her. So for me, it's about leaving a legacy for her that's helpful to other people. But, you know, her name can now be about something else, and it's about saving newborn babies from being thrown in dumpsters and being found on the side of the road. They can be, you know, adopted into beautiful families that raise them in order to be, you know, to be able to fulfill those goals and achieve something in life. At least give them a chance.
You know, being on a panel a few nights ago, I was on there with Heels, and there's a girl that wants everybody, including the tragedy depends, to all stop fighting, and wants everyone to come together to focus on what my interpretation would be, to focus on Summer Wells, just her and only her. That's what my interpretation was, just the way she was talking. But my thought process was, why just her? What about the other missing children and adults that need attention as well? I mean, there's other children that need our help. There's other adults that need our help. We can't just sit and focus on just one child.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we can all focus.
I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
I got to delay. There's 30 children from Ohio that have disappeared in a 2-week period earlier in May. 30 in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's talking about them.
Yeah, and it was who was it? It was several months ago. It was right around the time I got here. I was watching Shannon and Savage on a panel saying that nobody will look into, you know, African American kids and, you know, Mexican kids. They will only go for the Caucasian kids because they're the money makers. They won't look into those. They won't look into the other kids.
Yeah, they call it missing white girl syndrome, but it applies to.
That's what it is.
It's sick.
That's sad.
Very sad.
Yeah.
That's a sad existence. Why?
It
Who wants to
is.
live like that?
Very sad.
It is. I'm not even in true crime. When I came over to this side, I was.
Girl, stop.
But then
You
I
in
got
true
out of it.
crime. You in true crime, girl. Yeah, you are.
She's in the yarn community.
She in every
I
community.
am not. Dude, if I was
Always
in the knitting community, I wouldn't have eyes right now. Okay, they would have gouged them out because of my mouth with them.
Earth always there clipping. Mm-hmm. She there.
I wouldn't clip the knitting community. That's one place I will never clip. But It is rough. That's why I stay in the back and laugh at them while I'm working on clips. But you shouldn't, you shouldn't pick and choose which kid should get the most attention. You shouldn't.
Well,
Everybody, and every kid deserves attention.
I agree.
It's not a pick and choose kind of thing. I hate that.
I don't want a white supremacist mother choker looking for a missing, exploited child of color.
I get that.
That's
Yeah.
And
I
that's
agree.
this is why I don't talk about those cases publicly, because I'm not a professional searcher. I'm not a professional crime investigator. I mean, at best, I was an interrogator for the military and a white hacker for our cyber, but that doesn't make me an expert on missing and exploited children. So I don't show up at those crime scenes and start accusing people of things with no training and no experience to the people who have the training and the experience.
Mm-hmm.
That's
But
not
see,
me.
Angela, that's what makes you different from all of these other YouTubers that are every day talking about the same missing child case that law enforcement has given no new information, no new details, nothing about. The difference is you just said it. You just said you are not the person whose job it is to go and investigate, and you're
No.
not going to make an arrest. You're not law enforcement. You don't have the ability legally, physically, and you know that by doing so, you're just going to mess it up.
You jeopardize
Difference.
what could possibly be a criminal charge. If that family, that the parents of Miss Wells is indeed maybe unnamed suspects, you could have jeopardized the case of a prosecutor and a criminal investigation by having these people on panels and talking with them.
Yeah.
None of these people have solved a crime.
Not one.
None of them.
Say that again for the people in the back.
None of these people have solved it. They've committed crimes.
Mhm.
They haven't solved any crimes.
Yeah.
They haven't found any missing exploited children. They haven't found any evidence to help recover any of these children.
That's right.
All they've done is lined their pockets and bought shit.
That's right.
Exactly.
I mean, let's look at what happened with, I think all of us watched the shit show that happened with Quentin Simon. How is it going to go in court now whenever they try to show photos that were handed off to Molly Golightly and Bullhorn Buddy that were edited to look like there was bruising and, I don't want to say
For a defense attorney, it's going to be great.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because Molly and Bullhorn are going to be my scapegoats to be like, well, these people interfered with the investigation and the police did nothing about it.
And all the conversations with the babysitter behind the scenes before we knew anything.
It's a defense attorney's gold mine. They are a defense attorney's gold mine.
100%.
And how's it going to feel when the babysitter's on the stand getting grilled about the $500 Molly gave her?
Right.
It's not going to affect them at all until they're facing charges.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And one of them is facing charges, assault charges.
Mm-hmm.
You're at the scene of a missing and exploited child, and your first thought is to somebody called me a name, so I went and took their megaphone and hurt them in the process. That's the stupidest. Okay, I'll tell you what. If you could tell me one soap maker that has solved a crime of a missing person, not even just a child, a missing person.
Yeah.
Okay, I will eat one bar of soap live. Show me. I guarantee you'll never find it.
Actually, make that too, Angela. Make that too. It's got to be a challenge. You got to make that too.
All right, 2 bars of soap.
There you go. 2 bars of soap.
This idiot's not going to solve nothing. He's too fucking high. And granted, I smoke a shit ton. He's too fucking high to be out there solving anything. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And you literally, it comes down to this. If you as a parent are missing your child, are you going to call YouTube creators to come and solve it for you?
No.
Or are you going to call the trained, decades of experienced
officers and investigators to come help you find your missing child.
Yeah, I'm going to call the people that legally are going to make are able to make the arrest and bring them to justice.
Yeah. I mean, that's really all it comes down to. Because I know for a fact if my loved one is missing, I'm not calling Bullhorn Betty. I'm not calling Molly Golightly. I'm not calling Dolly. I'm not calling the fucking walking fraudster check writer JR, whatever the fuck his name is. I'm not calling those people. None of these people. I'll tell you who I would call. I'd call Pirate Calypso. I guarantee you.
Yep.
She would do more work in a day than any of these other YouTubers.
Hell yeah, she would. I'd even call I don't call the fucking Ghostbusters, okay? That's who I'd call. So I guarantee they'd find a missing child faster than any of these people would.
Did you guys see the fit that Bullhorn Buddy threw about Ethan Chapin's family, basically getting restraining orders? She's not allowed to contact anyone else in his family, or it's pretty recent.
Oh,
there's clips of it. She's mad. We put so much work.
Here's the other thing that should bother
people. Hey, Ghost, how are you?
They don't want to find anybody alive. These YouTubers, they don't want to find them alive. They don't.
No, they just want to pat their. They just want to pat their pockets. Yes. That's all they want.
Viloma, did you see the story of the missing kid that Bullhorn did show up at, and the veteran came out of the woods with him?
Yeah,
I did. Yes,
as the veterans rescuing this child, and coming out of the woods, Bullhorn's sitting there blaming the family. Live.
Yeah, and they're up on dollies. I think it was that same night, and they're looking up the family's information and putting it out on his channel.
Yeah.
Like, are you fucking kidding me?
The veteran, who was the former Parks and Recreation manager and director, who knew the area, who was retired and getting ready to go fishing, thought to himself, you know what? This area is not really searched well, and I know it really well. Let me go in there and walk around the woods and see if I can find something. And lo and behold, stuck in a briar patch was this missing kid.
And
the parents had nothing to do with it. So she was wrong on all accounts. And meanwhile, not once did that fat, choking asshole get into the woods to search for anybody.
Right. All she did was walk all of 17 minutes bitching and complaining about stickers in her shoes.
Oh, and yogas, right? And yoga pants. That's right.
Next time, she should wear her shit-kicking boots.
Yeah, I watched that on Savage. Savage did that was part of Savage.
Then you got that JLR guy. He does go in the woods, and he's moving shit and touching shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just contaminated the crime scene. Congratulations.
Yeah,
I saw that JLR was down, was over in Ohio. The Chad Doerman case.
Big Tim's in the back room.
Chad Doerman that just unalived his 3
sons. We're being invaded by a bee.
And the first thing that we did was contact the victim's advocate for the wife and stepdaughter, or the wife and daughter that are remaining. And we notified the victim's advocate office about JLR's history and his past. That's what we've been doing. I'm part of a national grief group, and I had the Ohio chapter. And as soon as I saw what was going on here, I talked to Savage and the ship about it quite a bit. Savage put together that video, was like, hey, this is who they really are. A lot of it was from Quentin Simon, but there's a long list. I'll be the first to say this. There's legally, I can only say so much, but there's a long list of YouTubers that have been known to get in the middle of these cases before anyone's even arrested. And so there's several different advocacy groups all under the same, organization, but different departments, different heads. And so we were able to send to the victim's advocate the information so that we don't make contact with victims. Obviously, we're not contacting anybody like that, but we go through the advocacy office of the county where the crime happened. And then we're able to get information to them to give them a heads up And so as soon as I saw that JLR was talking about Ohio and Chad Doerman case, I was like, I'm freaking on it, buddy.
Veloma,
So-
you better be careful. That's tortious interference with our business. You might be sued.
Nah, I'm doing it. I don't care. I'm doing
That's
it.
not
P10.
Oh,
right.
God.
You can't get between them and their paycheck. You know,
I'm
you
gonna
can't do
tell them to
that.
get a job. If you can travel
You know
all
what?
across this
Oh,
country,
God. Where's
stand
Ghost
outside
when I
for
need him?
hours and scream and
B10
carry on
brings
like
up
a
an
raging
excellent
lunatic,
point.
you can work a freaking job.
That was the one thing I wanted to touch on. I forgot. Thanks, B Tim. I appreciate you reminding me.
That's the first time I've done a thanks.
These idiots that bring the lawsuits, like, I'm so. Oh man, I look at it from a prosecutory set example, which is you're participating in harassing and stalking families, and you're taking somebody to court because you claim they're harassing and stalking you on social media. They're not physically going to your place. They're not showing up. They're not hindering an investigation. But you're afraid for your life, allegedly, and you're taking them to court. YouTube is a you're being recorded platform, right? Everybody knows when you go on YouTube and go on a panel, either as the creator or as a guest, everybody can agree we're being recorded, right?
Earth is clipping you.
We're being recorded.
I
Absolutely.
am not. I'm typing in the chat. I can't type at the same time. Okay, I got three
No,
devices going
I'm
at the same time.
I'm speaking overall.
I know.
You're being recorded.
If you're hosting a channel, you're being recorded, either by YouTube or by somebody who's going to clip you. Somebody's recording it. You knowingly know you're going to be recorded. So you already agreed because you agreed to the platform.
Right.
Why do people think you can't use YouTube videos in court?
Oh yeah, because they can. They can and they do.
Of course, all the time. How do you think most of those people
But
are in prison?
listen, you're wrong. According to Dolly, that's his content. So you can't use that in
Oh
court.
my God.
Because you gotta, you can't use people's content against them.
Jesus.
So the court has to
Oh
they
my
can't
God.
use it against them. So that's they're exempt. I think you're wrong. You need to learn a little bit about
Yeah,
civil
Dolly said-
procedures and
Dolly
being a
says we need
lawyer.
written permission. The judge
Yeah,
is going to have
exactly.
to
The judge,
email.
the
email
Yeah, we
judge
need
will have,
written.
the judge will have to email Dolly Vision and Bullhorn Betty to get permission to use their materials against them in the court of law.
I like this guy.
I learned from Betty. I heard Betty was a lawyer.
She is.
Right? Yeah.
No, beat him. You got it wrong. She's a paralegal. There's a difference between lawyer and paralegal.
I
She's a
seen in
She's
the
a judge.
chat that she used
Oh,
to,
yeah, that's right. She's also a judge.
Well, I saw in the chat a while ago that she admitted that while she was in the chat that she used to be a lawyer. So just like other people like Laura, they're lawyers too. So why not?
She also wrote
All
her
of 3
own
days,
version
all of
of
3
the
years.
Constitution.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I did see her next to George Washington. I did see her on that boat. She was actually kind of on that boat pushing people off as
Yeah,
they were
the
sailing
white
across.
messy hair. And then in 2021, she rewrote the addendums to the Constitution, especially
Absolutely.
the First Amendment. Yeah.
I
that's
heard
her.
that she was one of the original passengers on the Mayflower.
She was the one with the crispy hair.
Oh, that's right. I almost
And the bad
forgot about
sunburn.
that.
Is that
The
why
bad
they
pits.
died?
I got to get my shit together. I almost forgot about that.
To the bad pit
So
stains.
you gotta learn some stuff. I came up here to educate you guys about some facts, and you guys just don't know your stuff. You need to watch more Bullhorn Betty and Dolly Vision. Also, I want to make a correction.
The hell I do.
I want
The hell I do.
to make a correction here. Listen, you guys are coming after Dolly because he smokes weed all the time. Who is the greatest detective that smoked the pipe all the time? Sherlock Holmes.
He did He did smoke weed. That dude did Quaaludes, crack, cocaine, heroin.
Exactly. Greatest detective ever.
Oh my God.
So I think you need to guys you need to correct yourself a little bit here. I think
I think what he's trying to say is we need to correct ourselves before we break ourselves.
Well, I'll tell you what, BTM, you obviously haven't heard of the rubber glue defense.
The rubber glue defense.
I'm
Whatever
afraid to hear
bounces
that
off
one.
me sticks to you. Yeah, I know
Right.
that.
So whatever she does to me is going to bounce off me and stick back to her, and that's my defense, and that's what I'm sticking to.
I'm glad. That's probably going to be part of her complaint as well. When
It worked great in school.
Yeah.
You guys
Mhm.
are
Fantastic.
wrong. You're wrong. Her constitution gives her more rights than you.
Yeah. Don't you
Right.
know that? Don't you know that?
Hello.
I forgot the Constitution was only for white, blonde-haired, blue-eyed people.
That's
Well,
right.
Absolutely. Don't you know that?
Tim, would you like to introduce yourself to Melanie here?
Nah, I don't
She
want
wants
to
to know who
introduce
you
myself.
are.
I kind of want to hide. I don't want no one to know who I am. Don't.
He's a bumblebee. He
Don't
buzzes
ever-
everywhere.
Tim is an undiscovered singer. The man can sing. I don't know if you ever heard him, but
He can rap
used to
too.
sing
He
up on
drops
Queen.
bars.
Yeah, sings up on Queen Bee's panel. You have to poke him a few times, maybe throw him a couple
Yeah.
pennies, but he'll belt out a tune or two for you.
Listen, you're not supposed to tell people.
Yeah, you got to give him a little bit of NyQuil, and he'll do whatever you want.
He hides behind that avatar, but he's really a professional, well-known, well-renowned beatboxer.
Yes, absolutely. I'm waiting for the signing my singing contract anytime soon. Now, Warner Brothers, sign me up. But
Warner
anyway,
Brothers.
well, they have a music group too. But
You're
anyway.
getting up in the air.
Exactly.
Mm.
I'm planning on creating a band. Me, Betty, JLR, Dolly, and we're all gonna make our own like little band.
Oh, when you go on tour, are you gonna put that?
Well,
list
we
out?
could be like Scooby Doo. We get into a van, we investigate
shit.
true crime, and then we sing like every afternoon. You know what I mean? Like
I
I
have
think
a sneaky
Shit.
suspicion that if you were in a van with those people, that the van would suddenly come up missing.
Mm-hmm.
probably. Definitely, I would think like JLR would be like Scooby Doo. He would be like the dog, I guess, of the group. Dolly would be Shaggy, obviously. That would be Shaggy.
Wow, that makes sense.
That's a good one.
Bullhorn would be Velma.
Yeah. You know,
Oh, God.
maybe Molly would be like that. What was that woman with the red hair?
You're gonna
Molly
let her on the
She's
bus?
gonna be on. She could be on the bus. Maybe like
Oh,
once in
my
a while,
God.
she can. I don't know.
She needs 5 seats for her
Cheapies.
snacks.
Well, you know what? Scooby snacks. Throw her some Scooby snacks. She'll be good. I see we're reenacting Molly's lives. That's very good.
Mhm.
That's pretty good. Imitation of Molly.
You're saying what I was trying to say.
No, you kind of sound like Fish McDonough right now.
Oh God.
You know
Yes,
what bothers me
Melanie,
about
he's the
Dolly?
one who's talking.
You know what bothers me about Dolly? Really bothers me about Dolly? Is he's the type of guy that fuck you in the ass and not even give you the courtesy of a reach around.
Probably.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say speech.
Well, he
impediment.
can't actually reach because he's kind of short. You know what I mean? That's not his fault. You know.
Oh my God.
He's very short. He can't. He's up to like the light switch. So it's like, can you blame him?
So he's like a human version of a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Listen.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Did you ever see
Hang
him
on a
without a
second.
shirt?
Wait.
Traders. The answer to that question is it depends. If you have something in
Hell no,
motion.
it's YouTube. Hell no, it's YouTube.
Don't
Nobody
give her any
good.
ideas. I'm trying to make her be good for at least one day.
Nobody being good. It's the first of the month. Go get down with the get down.
I'm good.
Oh, no, y'all giving her bad ideas. I'm trying to keep her good for at least one day.
Ain't nobody giving her bad ideas. She come up with her own. Traders, go get down.
All right. If you've been good all day, it was like 5 o'clock. Okay, go ahead. Go nuts.
Right.
Just come
Go nuts, honey. Go nuts.
You've been here the whole time, Tim, or did you miss the beginning of it?
I missed the beginning because mostly I was just exercising and.
I highly recommend you tune into the beginning.
Oh,
I think I
God.
saw like a little bit of it where someone was in a mask. Well, actually, I don't even think that's a mask. I think it was actually someone who was a user of Dolly soap. But
It is a user of Dolly soap, yes.
Traders, it's Saturday night, girl. What you talking about?
I have to say that I disavow you so I don't get sued by Dolly because he might sue me for the soap thing. So that's allegedly a Dolly user of soap.
Yeah.
That's why it's in the description. It's a parody. It's all shits and giggles. It's all for fun.
Yeah.
People around here get upset about parodies, though. Have you noticed that?
Yeah,
I know, right?
I know. So someone's being sued for one.
I've done 3 people.
Yeah, you're getting yours.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, hell, I have it in my right mind to bust out the one that Valoma did.
Do it. I ain't scared. I
Well,
did.
she's not going to shoe you because you know, like.
No,
She can't
I
find
ain't
me.
got no problem with it. It's my fucking
She
clip.
can't find. I get the same emails everybody else do. They coming for me. They gonna expose my family. I don't got family. They gonna
I mean,
expose
hell,
me.
I'm getting
They can't.
stalked by two Dolly
Ours
Sims,
did.
okay? One's a 90-year-old lady who acts like his fucking girlfriend, and another one who sits and spins on Dolly's lap all day. So fuck out of here with that shit.
I did not need that image.
By the way, I just
Sorry.
yeah. What's up, Elaine?
Tiffany Marie threw the biggest fit about the parody. The absolute big, like, I think she shit her pants about the parody
Listen,
Yeah, well, you know
with
what?
Savage or with Pirate.
Now the first part, okay,
wait,
that entire clip took me all night to. That
Wait.
entire clip took me all night to
Okay.
fucking do. Okay.
Worth. I gotta
What?
stop. I gotta stop you for a moment. Who is this
Oh my
Melanie
God.
person? Is she an undercover agent for Bullhorn Betty? I just want to know.
I don't know.
I mean, she's very suspicious. We have to check her out. We have to check her credentials. She got to
She
answer
wants
our
me to talk
question.
to her.
Melanie, you got to answer a couple of questions. All right, we got to see. Okay, first off, what's your feelings about bullhorns? And do you leave your steak out for 24 hours before you eat it, and then cook it?
Hell yes, marinate that shit.
Make sure to leave your steak.
Question.
Yeah, make sure to leave your steak near like a radiator or something, so it can get really
radiator.
extra.
What you talking about, radiator?
So the heat can like
radiator.
like
no,
a
no,
radiator.
you marinate that shit in the refrigerator.
No.
No, Bullhorn left hers out overnight, and it was
She leaves
brown
her
as fuck.
overnight. Yeah, she leaves her
She's
overnight. That's how you
stupid.
properly make your
Nope.
meal.
She's not very smart.
Oh,
Marinate my shit in the fridge.
What are you
Y'all.
doing, Tim? I'm here to defend Bullhorn Betty and Dolly. I think they're the greatest content creators of all time, and I'm tired of these haters.
B-Tim, I know what happening right now. I know what happening.
Listen,
B-Tim,
I'm tired of these
we all
haters.
know that you are 6'2" and stacked like a brick shit house, and you
That's
got
not
rolling
true.
all the way on. We know what you're working with.
Listen,
I ain't done yet.
no.
Melanie is your ex, and she done hunted your ass down.
No.
She's getting your attention. She's in the chat. Like,
I'm
what are you
not,
doing?
I'm not.
She's like, let me hear your voice. You know, she's inappropriate behavior right now, trying to get you to talk. Well, so I'll be quiet and let B-Tim talk her through
I think
it.
she might be the person like I owe money to, so she's trying to see if I'm like that person, so she can just be like, oh, he's here, send him money, send the bill. That's probably the bill collector.
No, they figured you out, yo. They've been asking me too, dude. I got the emails too. Like, do you know who B-Tim is? I ain't telling y'all nothing about B-Tim. That's the internet's biggest secret, and they all want to know. I'm like 6'2", stacked like a brick shit house.
No.
He's the best.
Listen, we don't want to live in a world of fantasy. That's a fantasy. You might as well imagine a unicorn at that point.
He live in the city, and you know him when you see him because
that's not how
that man. He makes you feel like a woman just looking at him, Melanie.
Do you know how hard it is trying to find this video? I'm laughing.
B-Tim, I could never date you because of all these internet hoes. Not you, Melanie. I'm not saying you are, Melanie. I'm saying over on Queen Beach. All them freaking internet hoes.
Actually, I am taking Melanie. Actually, obviously it's Dolly Vision. You know,
He's lying.
I'm out. I'm so fucking out of here.
That guy is.
I'm ending this shit.
He lives down the road. He's single.
Oh man, Dolly Vision. It makes me so hot and bothered by that guy. Whenever I look at him, I think of Lord of the Rings and like you know.
Jesus.
Golem, yeah, Golem. I'm like,
someone, Lord, please help me.
Listen, I gotta tell y'all something though. When it comes to Dolly, I was so excited to find out that there is someone I'm taller than. When I found out that how tall Dolly is, I'm a quarter of an inch taller than him.
Do you think
I'm 5 foot tall even?
Do you think he has like problems when he goes
to
theme parks and he can't get into rides anymore because he's
there's a couple up at Cedar Point and at Six Flags that I have to go to the bathroom and stuff paper in my shoes.
Melanie, I answered your question. I says I'm taken by Dolly. Me and Dolly are gonna go on a honeymoon. That's the truth, guys. That's the truth. Dolly wanted to reveal it on his live, and honestly, I'm a little disappointed in Dolly. I thought we were cool, but
Dolly just wants your money.
You know, whatever.
God damn it. I'm so sad.
I'm going to take a limb walk here and be like, if that were a relationship that were to blossom and foster, you would be the man in the relationship, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure.
Send Dolly away. I mean, like, I don't know what he would do. I mean, he can't fucking cook. He can't fucking fix cars. He's just like a lazy bum. I mean, I don't know what the fuck we do with him.
He can't speak correctly.
He can't
He's
speak
missing some
correct.
vowels, consonants.
Tim, are you sure you don't know a Mary? Because it seems like
She's adamant.
she's
dude. Her name's
assuming,
Mary.
yeah, she's assuming it's assumptions that she knows you
You know a
Mary.
Mary.
and you know her.
B10,
No, I
you
don't
know a
Mary.
Mary.
No, well, I don't know a Mary in real life, but no, I don't know a Mary. Let me see. Mary the Pal. Let me see. I don't know any Mary in real life.
She's relentless.
She's
letting you know that
relentless.
You know her.
All right. All right. I better. She might be a bill collector. I don't know. We might be in trouble. I might be in trouble. Mary, don't let no one know about me, Mary. I'm like, listen, I'll pay my bill on the 6th.
How's Trump Tower been, B10?
Trump Tower, it's a piece of shit. But anyway,
Don't you live right down the road from there?
No one wants to live in Trump Tower, okay? It's got the worst pizza next door. It's a garbage place. I mean, listen, there's a smog. There's fucking now bugs all over the place. No one wants to live in the city anymore. I'm moving out. I'm going
Mary, that's not nice. Mary.
Let me see, Mary. I think I answered. What are you doing, Tim? I don't know. I answered your question, Mary. Mary, what's going on, Mary?
We don't call.
I think B-Tim's being trolled. I think B-Tim's being trolled.
I think I'm definitely being trolled. But you know what? We love our trolls around here. We love our trolls.
She called you a dumbass.
B-Tim, you ain't been trolled until you've been trolled by me.
You call that trolling? I mean, honestly.
Under an assumed sock account? Yeah, you don't know my sock accounts. I've already outed one. I have 7 others.
I kind of forgot those.
I have a total of 8, but I have 7 others.
Are you serious?
Seriously, yeah.
Oh my God.
2 of them I don't use, but I did out one of them on Team Rose.
That's a lot.
I hardly ever go on them anyway. I only go on them just to make sure they stay active. So YouTube doesn't.
Melanie, Mary.
Get rid of them.
He says he doesn't know you. I'm so confused. Come on up here, Melanie, Mary, Eminem. Come on up here. Let B-Tim know.
My girl got some jokes, man. My girl got some jokes.
We don't know who this Melanie is. She's getting me worried, Melanie. She might be my bill collector. I'm very
following
worried.
you everywhere.
Yeah, well, Forgotten Whispers got your number, Tim.
Mary, take the link. Damn, Forgotten Whispers. Gotta get rid of that person. Banner.
Doesn't surprise me. Though.
Nope.
Everyone whose panel you've been on, I'm positive, has gotten the same emails asking, "Do you know who B-Tim is?"
Really? People ask that?
Yeah.
It's like people need to realize I live a very boring life. It's nothing special. Believe me. Believe me.
I've said Alaska, Canada, Turkey, Florida, California, Washington State, Oregon. I've said all of them. I've said everywhere.
Be right back. One moment. I mean, I gotta.
Dude, I've even told one person it was the Bermuda Triangle.
Nice.
Okay. You never get out of the Bermuda Triangle once you're in there.
Ooh, now she name calling again. First a dumbass, then a punk.
That's weird.
Mary,
I think that's Dolly's motto.
Mary Melanie, that's not nice.
You never get out once you're in there.
Anyway,
that's actually that is actually a fact. Once you go to the Bermuda Triangle, you ain't never getting out.
Oh shit! Melanie's calling me a punk. What's going on, Melanie? What did I ever do to you, Melanie? Oh Jesus Christ! Oh fuck!
Forgotten Whispers has a message for you now.
I don't know. Can't ban me. I have a wrench. Well, I guess that solves that problem. See, Melanie, listen, I don't know why Melanie's mad at me. Listen,
Melanie, there's a link in the chat, honey. Come on up here and let's talk about it.
It's pinned at the top, baby. Or at least I still think it is. Still pinned at the top. Yep, it's still pinned at the top.
Is it your
aunt? Hey, KB, how are you?
Is Melanie your aunt? B10.
No, I don't have an aunt named Mary, but, you know.
And
would your aunt ever call you a punk?
I mean.
Or a dumbass?
Well, I don't think she would. The good one
forgot her birthday.
The good
Yeah.
one wouldn't. The bad one might. The bad aunt might.
She found you. She come up looking for
She's
you.
like,
She's like,
listen.
I'm gonna find that son of a bitch.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
you in trouble, Tim.
I'm in trouble.
I wouldn't want to be you right now. Nope.
You're
Oh
asking
shit,
for
she
it.
coming with some more threats.
Tim is being trolled. Oh my god, I like this woman.
Listen, Melanie, we need to. I'm going to do a PCO. I can't mess with Melanie. I can't mess with her. I'm sorry, Melanie. I shouldn't have messed with you.
Holy shit, I like this woman.
I gotta run. Just
Melanie,
gotta.
I suggest yoga. That's amazing.
The Eminem is trotting for Tim. I love this. I love this.
She's on it.
Yeah, she's definitely on it.
You owe her something, a kidney, money, a hug. I don't know, but she's here for it.
Yeah, she's mad at me. She's
a liver, maybe?
Maybe.
Part of your brain? I don't know.
Soap. I got some free soap samples from Dolly.
You did not.
You know, maybe, you know, I could give, like, you know, if, you know, you can definitely feel the burn once you use it.
You a whole lie. Did you get some of those samples?
Look like you have a suntan.
He's avoiding he's avoiding it. He's avoiding it. Answer the question, B-Tim.
What's the
B10,
question?
did you really get samples?
No.
I didn't think so.
No, I don't know. Okay. Dolly does not know my ad. I never ordered one thing. The only person that actually ordered something from Thea, and this is me being serious, not me trolling, is
don't say it. They're going to contact that person and ask for your identity.
Nah, it's fine. Sloop. I don't even give a fuck if they
know. Oh, yeah, she would never tell.
Yeah. I bought like a mug and a sweater from her, basically, because it goes partly to charity. So I just did that. And she had a good a mug. I ordered 2 mugs, actually.
Yeah, and the only thing I've ever the only thing I bought on here was a Treasure Pimp sweatshirt from Savage Live Media.
Well,
and she's not going to give out my info. I know she won't.
I mean, like, people are going to be shocked when they, like, pull me up and they're going to notice the most boring fucking, like, they're going to be like, no criminal record.
And stacked like a brick shit house.
Nah. Let's not live in fantasy world. That's not happening. Listen, I'm not going to be lying. That would be a complete
body
lie.
For days, yo.
No.
All right. So we played this because Paloma has 11.5 hours. Yep. You have 11.5 hours. No, I'll tell you, this thing took me all night to make because I cut out the wrapping Pirate was doing. I put it all together. It took me all night to do this.
Hey, I feel for you because I did that the other day and yesterday. I clipped a couple of people on the platform, Traders being one of them. She got a whole, oh my gosh, several minutes of just being hilarious. I know what it goes into. I know what goes into these clips now. Mad respect, because god dang.
Oh yeah. I know she almost killed me a couple times by making me choke because she's so hilarious. because she's so hilarious. That's why every time I watch her, I do not eat anything.
Hear me rolling over the woman hatch.
Mm-hmm. All right, here we go.
Blessed be our new founding fathers.
Okay, thank you for letting me know.
With your slow talking looking ass.
Oh, stop, Bunny.
Oh shit! Now I know what
Hi,
you're doing.
Bunny.
I thought you had some legal
Hi.
issues. You could be on panel with me.
Bunny, I've already said it. Okay. You're not my person and I'm not yours. Okay. Do we have to act like a child? Bunny, come on.
I mean, girl, you showed me your whole booty hole.
I think y'all should
Bunny,
talk it out. I think y'all should talk it out, work it out. This is a safe
Booty hole
place.
look like a bottom of an apple looking ass.
Bunny, did you go outside today? Bunny,
I'm outside now.
the sky was blue today, Bunny. The sky was blue.
And the grass was green.
But I didn't know, Bunny.
It's not greener.
I never said the grass was green, Bunny. I never said that.
Okay. I just made it up, Tiffers.
But I never said that, Bunny.
What do you want, Tiffers?
What?
I got shit to do. I got places to go. I got to go to the store.
Can you just admit, Bunny, that you still love me? Can you just admit that you still love me?
You need
I'm
to
your
put that a little bit more
person.
eloquently, Tiffany. A little bit more eloquently, and maybe I can
person.
understand.
I'm your person, okay? I'm your person, and you should just admit that. See, he
You know what
knows
it says?
that I'm his
Marvelous,
person.
because I'm the marvelous Benny.
He's like a
She don't want me.
man-child. He's like
She
a
just want me.
man-child.
I know what you're doing,
See?
Tiffany. You send me those
What's
pictures
that?
so you make yourself a victim, and I'm not going to do that.
Is that what you think? Those were
That's
special
what I
for
know.
you, Bunny. Those were special for you. Even
I know
AD
they were
didn't
special
get
for
those
me.
pictures. Even
I know
AD
that's so
didn't
you
get
can
those
track it down and
pictures.
tell who did it. I know what you're doing, Tiffany.
You got
Val.
them. The pictures
Val
you
made
got
this funny.
too.
Everybody has
Uh-oh.
mine. I don't give a damn. Show them to everybody.
Oh, I was rolling at her expressions.
You don't want that, Bunny.
With the popcorn.
Savage, yes. I had
I'll
all
tell you what, I'll make a deal
his
with you.
photos.
You send mine around, and I'll send yours around, and we'll see. And you can't play victim. Be like, oh my gosh, she shared my pictures. You gotta let me pass it around. You can pass mine around, and we'll make a poll on which one looks better. Your apple bottom booty hole.
Let's see. I have a deal for you.
What, Tiffany?
Oh, this
I
part
have-
raged
I have
her. She
a deal for
raged
you.
for like a week.
Okay.
She raged.
I have a
You can
check.
spit it out.
I have a check here for you. I have a check for you for $1,500.
Look at
Oh,
Val's
that's
face.
the same thing I was supposed to put in the summer. You gonna say you mailed it and then make a copy of it and say it went through?
Bunny, it's for you, okay? It's for you, Bunny. It's for you to just shut the fuck up and go fuck yourself.
She
Okay?
does the
It's
Val
going
whispers.
stippers. It's
I
fake.
can't be both. It's gonna bounce. Either it's gonna bounce or shit. I already got. I'm not trying to get hemmed up in the bank with a fake check.
So this guy was
You are one
purple.
whack ass
Yeah.
fraud. With your
You can
vampire
go
ass.
ahead and show the photos. You can show the photos. You can do that. You can spread them far and wide like my legs. You can do that.
They was spread though. I gotta give you. I didn't think people could really do that.
Val cracks me
Can
up.
you grow up?
Speaking of your leg,
Right. When you over with your,
Bunny, honey,
with your chicken leg having ass, chicken leg looking ass, look like fucking Foghorn leghorn and shit. Your bird ass leg
Benny.
looking ass.
Benny.
Ain't got no meat on them at all, y'all.
But what's wrong with me, Benny? Why wasn't it me? Why isn't it me? Why is it not me, Benny? Why isn't it me? Can you
Tiffany,
just
I
tell
don't
me
be the one to
that?
break this to you, but you're insane.
I'm not insane,
how
Benny.
is she?
No.
What does she do? What's on some of the things that she do?
That
Bunny,
broad is
please.
crazy. I mean, look at her. She sleeps up down like a bat in a closet from her feet.
Oh shit.
She looks like a whole vampire. She got to slide the coffin lid over in the morning to get out the bed.
You said that was one of my best qualities. You like to get freaky.
I lie like you do. I won't get
What's
freaky
going
nowhere
on
around
here?
that booty hole. I think you need to see a doctor about that booty hole.
Well, what if I write it for $5,000, Benny? Would you take a $5,000 check?
I don't care if it was $5 or $5,000. I'm not getting hemmed up in the bank by the po-po. Oh,
Please, okay, Bunny. I need Bunny. Calm down, Bunny. Okay, calm down. We need to get to the meat of the problem here. Can there be a resolution?
No, he's
Well,
a
if
man
you saw,
child dancing in a car, acting a awful looking ass.
well,
Okay?
it's Tiffany so eloquently put that. I am dancing in my car, but she ain't been at the house. She just woke up because she can work take vampire hours. Y'all see the sun went down, Tiffany come up. The sun come up, Tiffany come
Uh-oh.
down.
I knew I should have never fucked over AB. I
Yeah,
knew
you're
it.
probably right.
I knew I should have never fucked AB over. Should have never done that, but here we
You're
are.
probably
So
right.
you basically gave up
Child.
AB for bunny fleas.
Well, I was stupid. Yes, I was very stupid.
No,
and I
you
needed
are
more
stupid.
subscribers.
You are stupid. Not was. You are stupid. I'm the one that looks stupid. You launched this whole campaign so eloquently about me and told everybody to be scared of me, but then you turn around and make me charge your Discord. Okay.
Well, I
Good
offered
Lord.
to buy you. I tried to give you a
I-
check.
Let
You're
me
the
see
idiot
that number.
dancing in a car.
See that?
Okay,
It says marvelous. It's the marvelous
Benny. I tried to get you to meet me the other day. See what I have?
Oh,
For you?
oh, Lord, she done brought the cuss.
What's there left to meet? I've done seen all of you. That apple bottom booty hole. Your booty looks like a whole ball.
Apple bottom booty.
You know, there's nothing better than
Golf ball looking
you know
ass.
that. You know that there's nothing better than me. You know this. You still want me.
I
know
fucking
you do.
lost it on that one.
Mhm.
The grass is not
Just
green,
you.
Tiffany. That grass is like the middle of December brown.
Benny. I never
And
told
rotten.
you that, Benny.
Root
I never
looking
told you
ass.
that, Benny. I never told you that, Benny. I said it was brown. It looked like dirt. Never told you that, Benny.
That's because you rise from the dirt, you old vampire looking ass. Hold on.
The cops again. Imagine that. Imagine
Shut up, Tippers.
being pulled over by the cops again. Imagine that.
That's true.
That should
Too.
tell you something, Bunny. That should tell you
Shut up,
something, dumbass. You're just stupid.
How long did this
How many more
love
times are you
last?
going to go to jail? Like, hello?
How
many more?
I want to know
Oh, shit.
how long
Oh,
How
they
long
went
did
by
this-
me. It went with me.
did this love affair take place? We all want to know. Inquire
Look,
minds
that
want to
was-
know how this bloomed and blossomed. How did it blossom?
Listen, Savage Love, you know I don't let them hoes. She out the door.
I wanted to buddy up and cover a true crime case, and it was dying out. And I didn't have any way to grow my channel because I don't have content. All I do is
Hey.
talk shit. So I needed Benny.
Well-
I needed Benny. Shut up, Benny. I've had enough of you, Benny. Shut up.
Okay, let me set the record straight for this one. Now, what I did to this part where she flipped out, this took me forever to get it right. Because every time I would add this part to every part she flipped out, it got messed up. That's why this part is what took me most of the night as well, because I had to find the right demon for it. But I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good though. It
Like
was
I just
funny as
picture
fuck.
her raging and then did it.
I mean, I thought it was pretty good. Okay, it's on good quality. Okay, so maybe you don't see it. All right. But I love it. Even watching, even putting this cover over the raging part, it's the girl's eyes that freak me the fuck out. Like literally.
Okay. You're not making sense.
Hey, Tifford.
You're
Hey,
just
Tifford. Hey,
talking
Tifford.
shit.
Hey, Tifford.
Just shut up.
I
Just
heard
Just
you
shut up,
eloquently put.
Benny. Just
You
shut up.
had a case against
Benny.
I'm waiting on
Just
the
shut up,
case.
Benny.
I'm waiting
Shut
on them
up,
papers.
Benny. Just shut up, Benny. Just shut up. Stop talking, Benny.
Are you
Just shut
triggered,
up.
Tifford?
Shut up, Benny. Just shut up, Benny. Shut up, Benny. Shut up.
Are you
It looks like the girl from Ring.
down?
Right?
Take a
Look at
breath,
Val.
chill. You're safe here.
I just can't.
Poor Val.
Shut up. I have to control
true?
everybody.
Well,
What?
That's what happens. That's what
I need to
happens
know.
when you put your finger on your button with a crucifix on your finger.
Prove it.
Oh my
You're a
God.
whole
Prove
demon.
it. Prove it.
A demon.
Prove it.
Oh, Lord, we got demons running loose again.
I've never been to jail, Benny. I've never been to jail. You go to jail all the time, Benny. but
I know
prove
you
it.
ain't telling that lie.
Prove it. Prove it. Prove it. Prove it.
She's crying.
That cracked me up.
Benny, shut up. Shut up, Benny. Just shut up.
He can't wound me up. He's wound me up a couple times. I get it, Tippers. Calm down. Take a breath. Calm down. Now,
How's my hair,
Fizzle
Savage?
says-
How's my hair? How's my hair, Travis? How's my hair?
Your hair looks great. You look great. Go ahead. All right. Fizzle says that Bunny told you that y'all were going to get an OnlyFans together. Were you really? Y'all were going to do an OnlyFans?
Shut up, Fizzle. Shut up. You don't know, Fizzle. Shut up. Shut up, Fizzle. Shut up. Fizzle, shut up.
Hey, you gonna come up with Fizzle now, because she ain't never done nothing to you.
I think you're still in love with Bunny over here for real. I can feel the energy. I think you really want that D. I really do.
Hey, that's what it all boils down to, Savage Life. She just wanted the D.
No.
I mean, hold on.
Val, my God.
That's not true.
If you didn't want the D, what'd you send me all them pictures for?
They're not even me. They're not even me. They're not even me, dumb. They're not even me, stupid. They're not even me, dumb.
I'm just stupid when you the one that sent them. And I'd have picked a better picture because your booty hole looked like a whole golf ball. I'm telling y'all.
Not even me.
Okay, well, if it's not
good.
Oh, golf.
You called me crazy.
I don't want to be any legal. I don't want to be in no legal problems with y'all two. So we can't have no legal things going on around here. No, we don't.
She ain't gonna do nothing, man. I am the marvelous Benny Keys.
I heard something about you go out to the beach, Tippers, and you talk to the seagulls. Do you do that in the morning time?
Why? Whoever told you that? No, it's not the seagulls. It's the crows. I'm most familiar with the crows.
I told y'all she a vampire. I told y'all she out there having the crows come around. You know, the crow. That's a bad sign. Right?
She does look like a
one of the bad
vampire.
omens.
She does.
There's
You ever
crows
seen the
at the
movie
beach.
Crow?
There's crows at the
Only
beach.
when you're there. When I go to the beach, I see seagulls. I don't see crows. So see, you dark. You
Well, I didn't say. I didn't say that there's crows at the beach. I didn't say that. I never said that.
After you unclamp your toes from that rod in your closet you hang upside down from. Vampire looking ass. Vampire fat looking ass. No, baby, you know you love me, baby. I only got one person. Hey, Val, I love you, baby.
Oh,
You love my You love my You love my kukala. That's what you love.
You showed me your whole kukala. I think I saw your kidney.
And you loved it.
You got a stone. You need to go to the doctor.
You loved my kukala. You loved it.
I saw your whole kukala all the way up to the kidney. You got a stone. You need to go have some testing done.
I need you to address your chat.
Okay, what you need to say?
Ridiculous. Okay, crown down kukala. First of all, that's a very rude name. Okay. Second of all, crown down kukala. I don't owe anyone an apology. Your expectations of me are much too high. Unsubscribe from my channel. Thank you.
Yeah, because she's done with you and she's done taking all your money. So if you're disappointed, she's bled the well dry. So move on down the road because she don't care about you.
I don't need your money, okay? I am rich. My family is rich. I'm loaded. I don't need anyone's money.
But you continually, but yet you continually and eloquently
Benny, shut up, 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 Benny.
You took money for
The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels
Benny,
you.
shut up, Benny. Benny, shut up.
She is raging. She is triggered.
Can we get a
Tiffany, you need to do something with your hair. Comb your hair. Somebody get a priest. We need somebody. We need Jesus.
Vladimir Dracula looking ass.
We do. We just definitely do. Look at those eyes.
Then he's going to be in jail because he's violating restraining orders as we speak. Because everybody knows I have restraining orders.
Tipper, that's not important because you came up first. You came up first. So that's not
right. You was here first.
He's not supposed to be here because I'm special and a celebrity. Okay, I'm a celebrity. You didn't know that I'm famous.
I'm still confused.
You a celebrity for throwing Dunkin' Donuts in that little Jamaican lady's face in the drive-thru because she wouldn't mix your drink. And you know what? I tested that too. When I went down to Dunkin' Donuts and ordered a caramel macchiato and 4 sugar Tiffy. Damn, you putting? I bet you put human blood in that, ain't you? That's why you filled it with drops of human blood.
I'm so spectacular and famous.
Fucking butt donor looking ass.
Okay, I could just simply say now that every time I pass by a Dunkin' Donuts in my area, I think of the video I watched. I do.
Trisha got arrested.
I'm sure Tiffany Marie got so fucking pissed with
Oh, she
Oh
raged.
my god. I did. I'm not kidding. Oh, my head. Oh, my
She
head hurts from
raged,
laughing.
ma'am.
Yeah, she
My head
rages a
hurts from
lot.
laughing.
Like she's like very quiet. She's been so quiet for a long time, and then
She didn't just rage beat him. She fired up a live stream and talked about me and my deceased son for 4 hours and put it behind a paywall.
Oh, wow, wow.
That's why this parody happened.
Oh,
she's
oh,
like she's
God.
weird, and now she's like jumping. I don't even pay too much attention. Now she's jumping, like she's going after everyone that talks about Summer. I'm like, aren't you like
My head hurts.
were you
Oh, my
taking
head
advantage? Shouldn't people who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones? I don't know. Just saying.
Yeah, this was my way of like trying to show her that you could tell people what you don't like about somebody without going real life and making all the crazy threats. After this, she contacted the TBI, the FBI in Hawkins County, and reported myself, my Nana, who lives in Hawkins County, and my brother as being suspects in the disappearance of Summer Wells.
Did you really do that? Do you
100?
have like proof?
I do, absolutely. 100%. She engaged
How do you know it was her?
Because it was in her Discord. I have the screenshots in her Discord.
Whoa.
Yeah. Drop your email in the back chat. I'm happy to send them to you.
Whoa, that's crazy. That's absolutely nuts.
You know what? I've been watching this idiot in the side chat. Listen, Melanie, Tim's my boyfriend. Leave him the fuck alone. All right, he's taken. Go fuck yourself. All right.
This is okay. Look, Melanie,
not a date website.
You've strolled up on a foursome panel. I hope you realize that you strolled up on a foursome panel. We're all taken with B-Tim. He's all of ours.
Listen.
He lives 3 months.
I'm having the same problems as Dolly Vision here. There's not enough of me here. Oh, jeez.
Yeah. All right.
Jeez, Louise.
We all got a piece of him. Come on.
He's not gonna make you any personalized soap. All right, leave him alone.
It is kind of getting weird.
It is getting weird. I'm watching this shit.
Talk to me, B-Tim. Talk to me.
To me from the get-go.
Platelet looking ass, white blood cell looking ass, riboflavin looking ass.
Then he's such a liar. He's such a liar. He's a liar.
She's a rapper still.
Why don't you tell them about how you told me you were going to protect me when I came to Tennessee? Huh? How about that? How about that?
I did tell you that at first, and I didn't know you were a vampire bat. I didn't know that.
I'm not a vampire bat.
It's okay, Smalls. I hope you're feeling better.
Spectacularly famous and gorgeous woman. Okay.
Here, Trevor, do some hand sanitizer. You need it after the pictures you sent me.
Go ahead and show them. Benny, your wiener is this big, and I have the proof.
Shit. I'm done.
Okay, we'll show it. It's this big.
You think you're the first female on here? You think you're the first female on here I've sent a dick pic to?
Don't show it up here.
Probably not, but it's this big, Benny. It's this big.
Like I care. You wanted it though. That in the sunshine, because you do need some vitamin D in all areas.
Uh-oh, he went in the dark now. Uh-oh.
Yeah, because he's in a car, and the car light's going to go on, dumbass.
The cops went by,
You're dancing in a car. Hello.
You be calling the cops on people, cop calling, snitching looking at it. You know what stitches get snitches? You know stitches get
I don't call the cops. Why would I have to call the cops, Benny? Lie.
Oh no, you go to the cops. I forgot.
No. Benny, get out of the car. You look stupid.
Get out of your living room. You look pale.
Because I'm white, Benny. Because I'm white, Benny. That's why I look pale.
Damn.
Well, the rest of us is gonna go to bed here soon. You just woke up. You need to start pulling them curtains before the sun come up. You're bursting the flames. No!
I can feel. Don't you know I have friends that are going to come after you?
I don't care, baby. I don't care, baby.
Friends. Right, they're going to come after you.
Your friends, your mama, and your sister, and your Tracy.
All right, let's do this stuff.
Fuck it, I'm crossing the line today. The hate be so real, the love be fake. I know what you're doing. Hey. Because my anaconda don't want none. Robin, tweet. All apologies. I'm down the street smoking Indo. sipping on
He
gin and
contacted
juice.
me.
I got hoes. I got hoes in
Damn.
different
This is when I started
area
losing my
codes.
shit.
It's
Take a breath.
Friday
Take a breath.
night.
Take a breath.
I
Take a
just
breath.
got
Take a
paid.
breath.
And
I don't
everybody
let
else
them
is
hoes
jealous.
come out the dough. And
So many
I'm
people are
just
so jealous.
rolling down the street, smoking Indo, sipping on gin and juice. Laid back, baby. With
So
my
many
mind
people
on
are
my
so
money
jealous
and my
of
money
me.
on my mind. That's right. 911
I
is a joke
am.
in your town. Get up, get
I am the
down.
person. I am the
911 is a joke in your town. God is good. How great thou art. Whistle while you twerk.
Fucking pirate.
Oh my god, I love this movie. Me too. I love her so much.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck.
Yes, I did have something I wanted to say. Thank
Okay,
you
go
for
ahead.
giving me the opportunity to come up and
You're
speak
welcome.
my piece. Although
Watch
nobody
Savage's
can
face.
overtalk Bunny Fleas. But to everybody else, I just
Nope.
wanted to say, so I want to make a public statement really quickly. And I want to make sure that there's no room for anybody to misconstrue or misunderstand what I'm about to say. So I know that a lot of people have been waiting for me to issue some kind of public apology for being a super cunt. And I want to make it very clear that's not
Okay.
going to happen. I enjoy being a super cunt. If you are one of those people that's out there asking for an apology from me or expecting an apology from me, believing that I owe any kind of apology for my own personal choices, well, you have set your expectations for me far too high.
Yeah, we didn't
Please.
expect you to scam from Somerville and all that shit stuff. You're right.
Shut up, I'm talking. Please unsubscribe from my channel immediately. Please stop expecting so much from me. That's all I have to say. Okay? Thank you. Again, I have my
But
check.
expect a naked picture because
Have
you
another
another
check.
everybody. Look at my wrist. I got time
And
today.
another check. And somebody just shut him the fuck up.
Hey, I gotta head out, but y'all be safe.
Good.
Thanks for having me up, Earth.
Thanks, Angelo. I appreciate it anytime. Remember, you're my co-host.
You have a good one, guys. You have a good one.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut this down because Willima's gonna go live in a minute.
All right. You guys have a good
Yeah, I
one.
pushed it
Bye.
back to 9:15. I'm not gonna be long. I just got some fun. I want some fun around this.
You know what you should look up? That
What's
you know what the YouTuber? Did you hear about the whole Bollinger thing?
The Bollinger thing.
Yeah,
Refresh
like
my memory.
basically, like the situation is like Colleen Bollinger.
Yeah.
Basically, you heard of her? She just basically did like an apology with just a ukulele singing, and basically like what she did was she's like does this inappropriate children's comedy where like for instance she pretends to be on a date with a guy like with a kid on the stage pretends to teach him on a date and this kid's like 14 or younger and she sticks like a bag of chips down her pants and tells the kid to pull the chips out
What?
and other things and also like the main thing that happened was that she basically was having conversations with younger kids talking about her divorce and her relationship and even like her business and then when they basically kind of talk shit about her she would just like harass them like send like other kids to make videos about them and like just fucking weird shit, man. And it's like at one point she just like on the stage in a comedy act she grabbed the kid's legs girl's legs and spread them open for the entire audience and then like she just has like a hit like all this stuff but basically she just talks to like young kids the one kid that she talked to who I think you can watch his YouTube channel he explains the whole interactions I believe it was what was it trying to remember his name Adam McClinter
Yeah, I think that was it.
yeah he basically I think followed her like when he was like really young, like 12, 13 or something like that. I'm trying to remember. And he basically was sent lingerie, used underwear from her.
Mm.
And
Interesting.
like it's just really fucking
What a
weird.
weirdo.
And she does this apology where she sings the apology with a ukulele. I shit you not. And she blames like people like just like the haters and stuff like that. You gotta see it. It's fucking surreal. Fucking surreal.
I think I just found it. It's like 10 minutes and 20 seconds long.
Yeah, and you gotta look at like other videos to talk about her bad, like her past behavior. I haven't heard about this like, 'cause what the fuck do I know about Nickelodeon? I don't watch that shit. But like, it's just like her behavior is just really fucked up. And I'm shocked that no one talked. I mean, I didn't hear shit about this lady for years.
I look into this crazy wacko.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is fucked up.
What a weirdo.
Wait a minute. Do you think this Melanie could be Bollinger?
I think Melanie's confused about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, thank God we got traders in the chat. Traders will get her.
Yeah,
listen,
Melanie.
Tim's attention. She wants some B-Tim. 6
listen.
foot tall and
No,
stacked
not.
like a brick
Listen,
house.
not big 6 foot tall. Believe me, not.
6 deuce, baby. 6 deuce. Get in the truck. Get in the truck, woman. Get in the truck.
Nah.
Get there, B square. Mm-hmm.
Tim, I hope you're locked down, dude.
Listen, it's just very disappointed. People are going to see a picture. Very, very disappointed. But anyway, it's going to be a very disappointing.
I got a photo. Goes to the highest bidder, motherfuckers.
Yeah. But anywho, yeah, you got to look into that. That's some crazy shit. Anyway, you guys have a good one.
All right,
Bye,
Tim.
Tim. Hate your guts, mofo.
I despise every one of you.
I know you do.
I know.
He's funny.
You just don't like it that I control you. You act like a little you act like a little fool when I do it.
Should we drop some 800 numbers for Melanie? Mary Melanie.
Yeah, call 1-800-RAID.
No, I was thinking a little more like, other numbers.
Go for it.
Let me grab them quick.
She's gonna drop you a new line there, Mary. It'll be okay, honey.
I got you, Mary Melanie. Trust me, we all have days.
We got days where B-Tim don't even speak to us.
I mean, we're just
don't feel bad either.
We're just friends with the man. It's nothing. Nobody's sleeping with him or trying to, or trying to find out what his favorite color are. You know what I'm saying? It ain't. It ain't like that. All right, I got a number here.
I'm afraid to even ask what the number is.
I had to go through my resources here, girl. What you talking about?
Who was it? Where is it?
For free.
I have it.
Confidential.
Where the hell is it? Oh, there it is. Have you seen Angela's commercial break?
Mm-mm.
Oh, God.
There you go. Hit that number, Melanie, Mary. She's confused about her own damn name. God in the morning.
I would play the mental health hotline that I found, but it'll get me a strike. And I don't need
there's
one.
Somebody in the chat that may not need that right now. Okay, we need to provide a safe space.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my face hurts. My face hurts from laughing.
Is what it
I
is.
can't even. I can't even. I can't
See
even
what I
pull
said?
up them.
See what I told you?
Guys
you didn't
are
fucking
mean.
listen to me, Earth. Now we're mean. Now we're mean.
What?
Jesus Christ. Now we're mean.
Traders, can you please help Miss Melanie out here, please?
For the love of God, now it's holy. Now we're mean. See what I'm saying? Now we're mean.
We're mean, traders. We're mean. I've been hanging out with you all. I've been hanging out with you too much. You made me mean. Bad influence.
Criminy. I can't stand to be called mean. Hurts my feelings, makes me mad, makes me angry.
I know. I'm all in my feelers right now.
Mean.
I'm all lost in my feelers.
I've been called mean since 6th grade. But
I ain't been called mean since I was what was it? 16.
I was called unhinged not long ago. That didn't bother me. Mean.
I was called a bitch about 3 days ago.
That's an honor. Wear it proudly.
It is an honor. I wear it proudly too.
Do that. Put it on a shirt and shit.
I need to.
Okay. Get a ponytail that says bitch. Get you a hat that says bitch, boss bitch. Something. Let them know. Come with a warning. You need a warning.
I think so, don't I? Yeah, I think so. All right. Ready for commercial break. I don't know, Audacity, if you've seen this one, but you're going to love this. All of you guys are.
Oh, shit. Are we mean? Yep. It's going to prove that we're mean. Now Mary Melanie's going to be calling us meanies. You meanie bitches. Forgotten Whispers were mean. B. Tim's a man in demand.
Commercial break. Hello, everybody. How are y'all doing today? Mr. Triangle here to tell you about Dolly Vision soap. Are you a healthy person with no venereal diseases whatsoever? That's about to change. When you buy Dolly Vision soap, you will get every known venereal disease ever created, or ever invented, or ever designed. Yes. Staph infection? Oh, yeah. You'll get a doozy. Your penis will hurt for the rest of your life. When you go to pee, it'll be like peeing through a fucking straw. So tight and so hard, crystals will just keep coming out. Is your urine normally clear or a little bit yellow because you're dehydrated? Dolly Vision soap will change that for you. You'll start peeing red because you'll be bleeding internally. Yes, Dolly Vision soap, made from the man who uses no soap of his own, but sells it to you. Dolly Vision soap. Hey, let me ask you a question. Are you having a lot of sex? Is it starting to bore you? Dolly Vision soap will fix that. You will be impotent for the rest of your life. Never have sex again and smell like shit at the same time. Dolly Vision soap. Buy one, get three at double the price. Dolly Vision soap. Can't go wrong. You got some rashes on your skin and you want to make it worse? Dolly Vision lotion now available in tonic size. Yes, you heard it here. Dolly Vision lotion will increase the rash on your skin beyond comparable means.
Oh my
Go to the hospital, tell them you're using Dolly Vision soap. They will commit you $51.50 for at least 72 hours because you were a dumbass that bought Dolly Vision soap knowing that it will forever and irreparably harm you. Dolly Vision soap. While supplies last.
Oh my
or
God,
while
that's
Adam
hilarious.
still puts it out. Thank you.
I keep myself backstage because there
that's
was no
funny.
way I could keep a straight face while he was doing this.
Can you drop the link to that in the back chat, please? Can I play that tonight?
Yeah, you
You
can have it.
nasty bastard, Dolly. That is nasty bastard soap.
You're gonna.
That's fucking funny. Angela's great.
He is. That's why we did the parody today.
Angela's
we
funny.
were just fucking around. That's all we were doing. We're just fucking around, messing around, having so much fun, and that's all we were doing. I put it in the description that
there we go.
In the beginning of this, the guy does not exist. We're just having some shits and giggles. It's just a parody.
That is hilarious. He's funny. He's good.
He is.
Good.
That's why I put it on AT plus.
That's funny. All right. Well, Melanie, my friend, it's been nice to meet you. I appreciate the time that you spent with us this evening. I hope you get that help, girl.
Audacity is a soap expert now.
TM. She says, does TM want me to leave him alone? You'll have to ask TM that. And she's not here. So there's that. Awkward.
But
well,
before we shut down, what the hell?
What you got, girl? What you got? What you got, girl? What you got?
I don't know. Ever since I got this phone, it's now every time I take a screenshot, it's showing up in my clipboard.
Oh, snap.
All right, before I shut down, guys, go set the notification for Valoma's upcoming live stream. We all
Oh,
need
that's
some
so
laughs
sweet.
around here. We need all the laughs we can get.
Yeah, that's what
We
we
need a
doing
break
over
from
there.
it.
We
That's why I
laughing.
did this one today.
Mary
But
Melanie, you're welcome to join us, but you better come funny, girl. You better not come looking for BTM. You better come funny.
no, because I copied that number, and if I have to, I will tag your name and I will drop that number in there, and you better call it because you're going to need some help. But also, I will be setting up another live for the 3rd for birthday bash,
Happy
just for about an
birthday.
hour. It's for Shannon.
Oh, she don't like me.
Yes, she does.
I won't make that one. It's all
She
right,
does.
girl. Not everybody gotta like everybody. We adults around here. Some folks don't like other folks. It's normal. It's how it is in the real world, girl. It's how it is. It's how it
No,
goes.
he loves it all. He's just playing hard. Never give up on your life. Jesus Christ.
Right, Boo.
Forgot which we're coming with jokes, man.
I know. They're good. All right, girl. I'm gonna hop down
All
and
right,
head over
baby.
and get set up. Thanks for having me. I'll talk to you later. I'm good to go now with all the stuff.
All right, hopefully this will be uploaded soon. And if you want to grab and play a little bit of it, you can if you want to.
Cool. Yeah.
But thank you for coming up.
Sure thing. Later, y'all.
All right, bye, honey. I'll see you in a little bit. Alrighty, guys. I'm going to shut this down. I need to go gather my head. It hurts from laughing so much. But I thank you guys for being here. And I will set up the live for the 3rd. So be sure to show up because it is Miss Shannon 681's birthday on the 4th. And she's got other plans. So I want to make it for the 3rd. It's going to be about an hour or so. Yeah, I will set that up and we'll see you then. Oh, I love you too, Forgotten Whispers. Be good, girl. And I will see you for your next live too. So, y'all take care. And what did I do? I'm just straight up messing up everything around here. Yep, I sure am. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you for being here, all of you. And I will see you guys around these YouTube streets. Y'all be safe and stay out of trouble if you can. Okay, Melody. Don't worry, Melanie. He's just playing hard to get right now, but you'll catch him in a good day. I promise. Well, sort of. Okay, boo? Sort of. All right. Let's play a little music and I'll be out of here. Bye, guys.
Rounds, now my click on pop. Gushing, keep it busting for my crew. I got this shit I rock. This one's feeling nice. I ain't slip a beat. Walk a week. Push you leave a message when you hear the beat. Click on pop. Click on beat. Push and leave a message when you hear the beat. Click on pop. Crew, I got this shit I rock. Click on beat. Rounds, now I click on pop. Gushing, keep it busting for my crew. I got this shit I rock. This one's for the night. I ain't slip a beat. Walk a week. Push and leave a message when you hear the beat. Push and leave a message when you hear the beat. Click on pop. Crew, I got this shit I rock. Nothing else bang harder as the phone does.